Virginia, I think.
Virginia.
Maybe North Carolina, South Carolina, somewhere around there. I can't remember where everybody lives. They tell me, but I forget. Well, I think I met these people once when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't stick in the head.
There's way too much stuff up here, I think. But that's my problem.
Now, how old are your nephews? They must be getting pretty old, right?
Yeah, it's 15, 17, 16, 17, something like that. One's 17, one's 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Nothing to drink.
So the one who's 17's got his CDL, or he's working on his
really?
CDL, right? So it's part. They can get their commercial driver's license as part of the voc program at school.
Oh, cool.
So he did his written test. He passed. He did his. I think he's doing his driving right now because I think you got to put in so many hours driving.
Yeah.
So they have trucks that they can use
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's pretty cool. He's gonna come out of high school with a CDL,
Yeah, that's
pretty
cool.
much. Yeah.
Now, does he want to go into that, or is he going to go to college? Or?
I don't know if he knows.
Yeah,
He's got another year to
pretty
figure it
hard
out.
to know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what they're gonna do when they grow up. Some
Yeah.
people I know still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like my cousin Doug. Eventually he's gonna know.
And he's
I
a
don't
pretty
know if
interesting
he'll
guy.
ever know.
But at least he's got something he can go and start making money right away
Yeah,
driving a
that's
truck.
Cool.
I mean, it's a good boost.
And they need drivers.
And they need
So-
drivers. And wherever he goes, if he does some tech stuff, he can bring his CDL with him. Like if he's
Yeah.
working plumbing, he can drive a big plumbing truck. If
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
working electrical, he could drive something that requires a CDL, right?
right.
We're gonna do this. There should be a
On this
thing
first one?
there.
Yeah, it doesn't
yeah,
hurt
we'll
to
that
get
out
it.
of the way.
Yeah, it's a very
Have the opportunity.
complimentary type thing.
Yep.
We're gonna need a knife and a cutting board, right?
We have a cutting board.
We're gonna need a knife.
Yeah, it's like when J-Rod, because they want pilots, so you can actually start working on your pilot's license
In school?
J-ROTC, yeah.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
yeah, I mean it does.
I mean, if they're planning properly, then they're going to have the pipeline of
Right,
skilled workers.
and that's an Air Force thing. So
Or they're
of
gonna-
course Air Force wants pilots.
Right.
So-
They're going to incentivize a pipeline of workers.
They actually, Liam did get to go take
doing
a
an
flight
egg
at
too?
the
Shit, yeah.
Nashua Airport, and he got to fly the plane.
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
like,
That's fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to fly one when I was younger.
Did you?
Yeah, just a little two-seater Cub.
Yeah, I think this was like slightly bigger because there was another student there too, and they swapped. So
Oh, okay.
I think the instructor brought him up, and then the student would take over. The instructor brought him down, and then I think they swapped, and then again up and then down.
Yeah, yeah.
So
My grandfather up in Jackman had a friend who flew, like I said, a little two-seater Cub,
Yeah.
one up front, one behind,
Yeah.
really cramped.
wow.
Once you're sitting down, you're not getting out, right? There's
Yeah.
no getting up and walking around.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was very like mechanical,
Yes.
right? It had some pedals on the floor, it had some levers.
Yes.
And we got up there, and he just like, hey, why don't you can fly around a little
Oh,
bit?
that's cool.
He's like, just when you do the pedal, you gotta give it a little bit of gas because it's
Yeah.
gonna drop. And,
Mhm.
yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when did he do that?
Hmm?
When did you do that? Liam?
A few weeks ago.
Wow, that's all. He didn't even say anything last night. That's pretty cool though.
He probably forgot about it. He liked it though at the time.
Yeah.
But if it would have come up, he would have been like, oh yeah. He liked J-ROTC. He really liked it.
Yeah.
This was his first year in it though, and he graduated. So,
Hmm.
but he's like, I really wish I found it my freshman year. Yeah, I know.
Wait, is he graduating this year?
Yeah.
Graduated already.
He graduated already. Well, he hasn't walked, but he's
Oh, okay.
done.
He's done his stuff. Okay.
Yeah, he graduated a year early.
Well, I thought. Okay. That makes more sense.
Yes, it's a year early.
I'm like, I know I'm not great at time and stuff, but I'm getting my mind blown right here, and it's already congested. So,
Yes.
Is this big enough cutting board?
well, if not, there's this. What are we gonna cut?
Lemons, limes?
And then squeeze them.
Yeah.
So no Christmas hams.
No.
All right, we'll save this one for the Christmas hams.
I mean, if you really wanted to, maybe.
So if I had something with a logo like that, I want to make sure it's just really crisp. That's pretty good, I think.
So you have limes too?
Well, Trey's in the house. I might have. Yeah.
You're getting your steps in on the stairs today.
I would have done it no matter what. And then when I thought I was ready, I was like, oh yeah, I haven't done the show in like 3 months, so I didn't even know like
When did we do it last?
format the
Well-
February.
Is really?
Really?
Because we did our favorites. Was that in February?
Yeah.
See, I'm bad with time.
You're zoomed real far in because part of Ian's head's cut off.
I'll work on that later.
Yep, now your eyes are cut off.
What?
Is that better, Jen?
Really? What?
He was sitting up, so his eyes were cut off.
Back up here.
Why can't I not see it?
It's 10-second delay. So.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
So tell me in 10.
I will.
what am I doing wrong? I see nothing. It's super dark, and when I try to do this, it says lock.
Now, see when you step back, you're okay.
Why is it? What's the lock? When did he do this?
Does he at work?
Yes.
Of course.
I think there's a
Where's
lock
the manual
here,
focus? It's not the memory lock, though. It's the
Oh.
focus lock.
Right? On autofocus.
But I can't adjust it. It says lock. It's locked in at 7.1. Yeah, but you figure that out. And I'm gonna work on this turn it off thing.
Oh, right. That's what it is. Right here.
What?
What do we usually put it on?
Stand over there so I can see your head.
TV or TV?
Is that his head? He's tall.
Yeah, it's. I can.
Don't know what you
I can do an Oompa Loompa thing.
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa.
I'm like, that's it. I'm not adjusting it. He's tall.
What are we do? Is you could grow shorter.
Was this camera is like further away than it normally is?
I
right?
can make. I did. Yeah.
I'm just trying to like align the juicer so
No,
I can
I
use
moved
it.
the camera. I just didn't know.
There's a tray for the juicer that I just saw.
I could bring the camera closer, and then. What are you looking for?
There's a tray for the juicer. I thought.
Tray for the juice.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm thinking about. There's like a little metal tray.
No,
Maybe that wasn't a juicer.
that's not. What are you talking about? There's no.
Crazy pills.
I just put it in a mixing glass. Like I put a mixing glass under here,
Mm.
and then I juice
Okay, that makes sense.
to catch the juice.
Are we doing any mixing, or should I just use this glass?
No, we're not doing any mixing.
Okay, so we'll need it.
That I remember. Is that better? Is that close enough or too far? Or too
Do you want me to
close?
use the mason jars?
Okay, what it is? I got those.
Freeze
I
it?
don't remember what we usually set this on.
60.
No,
Yeah,
this is
we're gonna
not
miss
showing
a
up.
lot
Is
of.
it manual? Maybe it was manual.
I
Maybe
think
you
this
didn't
is
touch
just
that.
too low. Actually, that's not cool.
Yeah, that does seem really low, doesn't it?
It's just because the legs are low. What now?
Ah, there we go. That makes more sense now.
A little behind the scenes for everybody watching at home.
I'm messing with my shit. It's like one leg is longer than the other.
with my. Want me to just pre-squeeze a bunch of lemons here?
Well, we're gonna need limes too.
What are we gonna need first? Limes?
Lemons, limes. Yeah, that are just.
They're both in there?
Yeah, that. Hold on. I have a lemon one that you can just squeeze into.
Okay. Home Hero VG10 Steel.
Squeeze into this one. And the limes can go in that one with the pour spout.
Okay.
What's that?
Roger that, 10-4.
Those are really high. I think that's the focus.
I don't know what he did to this.
What's the problem?
I see nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Can you change this? Oh. The f-stop's probably whack on this. Whatever. He didn't take this one, he took the other one. That should be better. the camera is the lens he took was for photography, not for video. Well, that's the one I use for video. What?
That would make sense.
Oh. Does that look like you can get it all in there?
Oh yeah. That's a good like.
That probably does too.
Wide angle view.
Yeah.
Hello, peoples. We're almost ready. Derek doesn't do this very often, so Derek got lost, and then somebody borrowed his camera, and then that fucked up. So we're just
I
behind.
think that was the right one, wasn't it?
Nope, that's the one I use for it. You can go in and out, zoom in and out or whatnot.
Knife's no joke.
Huh?
This knife's no joke.
Yeah. Well, it's a good knife, and then I sharpened it a couple weeks ago. What's wrong? Yeah, take off autofocus. That thing's evil.
No, autofocus.
Oh, put the autofocus on. That thing's awesome.
Messed with every single button
He touched
possibly
everything.
could
He's
mess
like,
with.
how many menu items are there? Let's change
Does
all
that
of
sound like
them.
your son?
All he had to
Kinda
do,
does, doesn't it?
he took it to DC, right? All he needed to do was f-stop, so he needed to be able to change the aperture and the other one. What's it? The f-stop. That's not aperture, right? Those are two separate things. Those two values
I think that's.
in manual. I always set, so this should have an aperture of 60 because it matches the frame rate. And then
Are these all meant for
the
juice?
other ones just don't do all of them because I think we need a garnish.
Okay.
Or just don't throw. Yeah, if you juice it, I
Alright,
guess you'll
so
destroy
you're
it.
good to go. This is focused.
So you want all of them juiced but one
You
then?
wanna,
No, you can just. We won't need that many.
you wanna come
Why do you
here
know if
and
you
just
if
see,
you were using the lemons for something else or if they're all?
No.
is this, just, everything was messed with, so come see it so that you can make sure this is what it looks like to you.
It's really dim.
Is Derek speaking in third person? Probably.
But it's dark. I can fix it. Oh, what's going on? Why'd you go into there to do it?
Because I always go into the picture to do it. I don't like doing it in the video.
I like to do it in the video so I can physically see it happening. Like you can see the change. Using this. So that's 60. This one.
Go to focus. It's not focused.
No.
Yes. It's, yeah, you can't.
You're not wearing your glasses.
Just did.
I don't,
Huh?
are you sure?
You took your glasses off.
I
Your
this
focus
how
is
I do it
different.
every
No.
time.
Alright,
Yes, I
fine.
That doesn't look focused to you?
The F and the A don't have a focus to me, but
That looks mint. Here, put a bottle of something that's like this.
it's way too big, but sure.
You should see the bottom, the words.
Anyway.
Was Derek speaking in third person? I don't know.
Alright,
Was
Could
it?
have been.
are you?
You supposed to
ready
say I don't know, was he?
No. Well, not yet, no.
go?
I don't think. I don't
No,
know.
I think if we said he, we were talking about Liam.
Yeah, probably. These are limes. Water we won't need yet, so we got a whiskey sour, we gotta do that. Oh shit, was there weird ingredients in some shit? We probably need to know how this works. How to use. For 1 cup of aquafaba liquid, 1 tablespoon of aquafaba powder. So I need a tablespoon measure.
And a cup.
And a cup?
Measure. Well, a tablespoon you can get from the. Do you have
Oh,
your?
you gotta mix it? Fuck that. What? Okay, so 1 tablespoon of aquafaba, 1 cup of water. Oh.
It's like using powdered buttermilk.
Yeah, but when I'm using powdered buttermilk, I don't do that. I just throw them into the mixture. I'll call it good.
Good point.
Well, I'm also usually making like a cilantro ranch sauce.
Shout out to me.
vessel to hold it. Oh, we
What else do we need
have
upstairs?
mixing glasses too. I guess we could have used a mixing glass for that, huh? Instead of a cup, because mixing glasses actually can pour.
Well, the cup can pour, and that cup can also measure.
What?
Wow, look at that.
That's a. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but I wasn't sure because you're gonna put a cup and you're gonna put this and you're gonna stir it. I wasn't sure if it was gonna like.
Oh yeah.
Kind of get splashy, if that's a thing. I feel like okay. So those that are in the room, shout out to me. I've been watching these mixologists for years. All right, we'll go with mixologist. I can take that one. I can't really. Why is it I can't read the comments? Is that normal? I think that might be normal.
I can read the comments. Oh, you mean?
Oh, I know why.
'cause the
Because
thing's in the
Dan's
way?
usually here.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, I mean I can't read the bottom comment.
I don't usually read them when we're in the
Yeah.
middle of it anyway, so it's not a big deal. Oh shit.
They're asking you for talking to third person, so the audio must be working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the audio's working. Sorry for the click. The problem is it was staged for when I do TikTok videos, which are solo shot over in this area. So I just bend the bend the stupid thing. But it should be. Hopefully the audio's good. The quality's good.
Nice.
I'd like to know if I'm still in focus.
And then he says he literally takes some recipes to restaurants and asks for them.
Nice.
How do you take them there? Do you go to recipe.awesomedrinks.com or do you just write them down? Or do you bring up the YouTube video? Like, I've seen
bartender,
yeah.
can you do this?
You just go to the video, slide the scroll bar to where the menu is, or the recipe, and just go make this. It's a little scary if you have to bring my recipes to the bartender. When I say my recipes, I mean just
Probably
general.
not the bar for it.
Yeah, it's probably not the bar you want to go to though.
What if they can actually make it?
Yeah.
Saves them the
It's a
trouble
test.
of it.
I mean, if it's like a Dorchester versus a whiskey sour, you shouldn't have to bring a whiskey sour, but I could see you having to bring like a Dorchester and go,
Oh, yeah.
this is like because if you said it's like a Hemingway daiquiri, but instead of rum, you're going to put in gin and you're going to throw off the grapefruit and the lime, and they're going to be like, what? Can you just show me a recipe?
I don't even know. Do bars have maraschino liqueur?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like just
Oh, a good
bars.
bar would.
A good bar, yes.
Well, I mean, it's one of those bottles that's kind of iconic. They always have Galliano,
Yeah.
which nobody drinks, and maraschino.
That's true. It is one of
I
those.
got my Galliano here.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. Yes, Brian. He's been on a I don't eat anymore diet.
He's been on a
Are you
Tony
eating now?
Shea diet.
Oh, I eat too much. I gotta start losing weight again.
You wait a minute. There's only been a couple months.
Yeah.
But
I gotta get back in the habit.
habits are good.
Yeah. Well, it's just like there's always something. Like
I'm working
Dan,
on the summer bod too.
It was like Dan's birthday, then
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend, and then this weekend.
Yeah.
It's just always something.
You still have a twisted tea in here.
Yeah. I almost finished the 6-pack last night.
This is my
They started when I started off, they were tasting pretty terrible, but by the third one, they were going down like pretty quick.
It's like, oh, these are easy.
What's wrong with these? I don't know. This tastes fine. That's what I do when I say, let's do this.
So we've got a few recipes. I didn't get a chance to post them all for the Patreon people and the channel subscribers. Not that there's a massive amount of you anymore, but in any case, we will be making the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna make a whiskey sour, and these guys, the Vor Aquafaba people, sent me this powder again. I think I threw out the old one. I did a review once with their other container, and it wasn't very good. And I told them that, and they're like, "No, we remade it. You're gonna hurt something like you." So we're gonna try that again. We're gonna do our whiskey sour kickoff. I figured we'd do the whiskey sour first because it's kind of the end of the season for me. I think from a whiskey sour standpoint, it's not something I usually drink too late into the spring.
Yeah.
But there are whiskey drinks in here. So
There's some
we got
whiskey
the
drinks, but,
Kentucky
like the
Buck.
sour with the egg and stuff is kind of like no.
Yeah, and you're outside in
Fall.
the pool, and you're like, I don't really have that. So I do have a mint julep in here. Oh, I gotta get my mint
He's
julep.
popping.
Yeah.
What?
I think he's popping when the lime finally lets go. It goes.
Cracks open.
Yeah.
Maybe I can draw this up a little bit more. Ah! foot dark vision.
Really?
Where's Liam when you need him?
Hey, there's something there.
Liam always reminds us. I can see in the dark. 120 feet, clear.
Yeah, it can't be black and white or any other shades of colors.
It sounds like Liam.
Sounds like it's blowing up, doesn't it?
Oh, is that that's the thing, it's just coming unstuck?
No, that time it did.
Oh, I found it.
Would you?
Yeah.
What's he looking for? Yeah.
Julep cup. Because he wants to join the races.
Oh, push me and reading mints.
Oh,
Glad
yeah.
I looked at this ahead of time.
Do you need to save any of these limes?
Don't cut them all, but I do have 2 more bags.
Don't cut them.
Yes, if you can cut them, I'll bring another bag down for garnishes.
Just cut him.
I'll save one for garnish.
So I was too cheap. I didn't want to buy a bag of mint. So I just bought
Plants of it.
the plants themselves.
Plants are the bags that just keep giving.
Yeah.
That's right.
So if we have any left, which we probably will.
Where did we go? Oh, we went down to, okay, so there was Dan's birthday. Then the next weekend there was Daniel's birthday, the Polish guy there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
went down
Daniel
there.
said, yeah.
And we brought over some stuff, and Dan just went and grabbed a bunch of mint out of his backyard.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are we going to make? We got this, we got that. Let's make this.
I don't know how he made it home that night. Like,
Who, Daniel?
yeah.
Oh, was that the Polish guy?
Yeah.
Dude, he was in a way.
He's fun.
I think he said he did scrape the car on the garage.
That's a night you just park it on the side and you just
Yeah.
go in the house. Or you just stay over.
Oh, yeah, he did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told us that.
All right, I think I have all the ingredients now.
All right, just in time, because I think we're done with the limes.
You got ice?
Yeah.
All right.
It might even not be melted yet,
Oh, well
because we got it a while ago.
that'd be nice. Nice that it's not melted. This is friggin' chaos over here.
It's
So-
hot in Canada? That's weird.
You can be hot in Canada.
Oh, it was 90 something here yesterday, and now it's 60
I
something.
know. The weather is nuts.
Alright, I don't remember at all how to do any of it. I haven't done any TikTok videos. I think I've made a video in about a month.
So you gotta remember how to do this.
And this never got washed. Because I just put my finger in it and it was sticky.
That's a good test. The finger test.
Hey, you cleaned
Is
off
this-
my bar.
Is this washed?
What?
Put your finger in it.
No,
Let's see
I
if
don't.
it's
No. I'm thinking no.
washed. It's unwashed.
I don't know how to record. Alright, you want to record now and we can just see what happens? This mess.
attitude.
It's only for like a free video promo for somebody's product. Huh? Boom. It's dark again, but I have to fix it close. What?
Make it lighter.
Oh,
I'm not gonna clean your bar. I just move stuff around.
what?
I just moved the tiki glasses.
I mean,
around pretty
I
much.
can see the table.
Oh yeah, yeah. I figured I'm gonna want to put stuff that I rinse off
Yeah,
because you don't wash it.
right.
We know.
You move the stuff around on the product.
Yeah.
Like this is the wash system. All right.
So we're gonna do 2 of these, right?
Yes. I guess we have no choice.
Okay.
We'll dry shake one and we'll dry shake another one. Oh, yeah, but only one needs to have egg.
Right. What, we dry shake the fava as well?
Oh. It's just.
How do you use?
I think you just use it the same way as you always do.
Yeah, I guess you could.
I guess we do.
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
just a liquid.
Come on.
So I guess if you did a half ounce of egg white, do a half ounce of that stuff.
Is this right?
What?
Is on there right? Let's see. Then. Doesn't go all the way down, right?
No.
Okay.
I have some random ass freaking stuff. This is gonna work.
bought a new couch.
Yeah, we bought a new couch.
Was that the one you were sitting on?
No,
Where is it?
Love sack.
it's coming tomorrow.
Is it a love sack?
It's a love sack, yeah.
Like a big beanie bag?
No.
what I think of
No.
when I think love
They
sack.
have the.
They have
that,
those, though.
that is what they sell. But no, they have sectionals now. That's what they call
That's funny. Oh, can't wait to see it. That's cool. Can't wait to see your sectional.
All right, ready? Welcome to Combat Cocktails, Ian. Okay, Ian and Derek.
No Dan.
Just two people, no Dan. We're gonna make for you. Oh, I can hear myself coming out here.
It's like you're at the ocean.
Yeah, it's the ocean. We're gonna make 2 whiskey sours, and the trick of the whiskey sours, we're gonna make a normal whiskey sour, a Boston sour for those that are very particular about naming. You want ingredients like bourbons?
Yeah, and cups and stuff.
Fuck.
We're super ready for this filming
There's,
today, by the
well,
way.
the cups are right there.
We're all over this.
Well, he gets the cups. We'll find a bourbon in a second. We're going to use the Faba Foamer from Vor, or Ver, depends if you're a German or not, I guess. And it comes with instructions. It says it makes 224 drinks. I tried this product before. Did not enjoy. Had a taste to it. The goal is not to have a taste. They said they reformulated it. Hopefully that doesn't mean they just put it in a new bag. Wow! And then we're going to use that. We're going to compare that to an egg white based whiskey sour. What's a good bourbon? Sure. Oh, is it 120?
100.
That's good. Oh, is there enough in there though for 2 drinks?
That should be right.
Okay.
Hope so.
So here's you want to make this thing?
Oh yeah. Well, I'll let me pour all the other
Oh
ingredients.
Jesus! It's like
Powdery.
powdery. Like it all came out. I don't know. I don't want. What is this stuff made of? Chickpea
Dust?
juice dust in my nose. Did you ever do that with Kool-Aid? You breathe it in, and all of a sudden you just taste Kool-Aid because it's literally inside of
I
your
get
nose.
the impression that it has a different effect than chickpea dust for some reason, but I know where you're going with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
Like
So
snorting Smarties.
yeah,
You guys had an interesting childhood.
it's very
Kool-Aid up
very
the
fine.
nose, snorting Smarties.
Done that.
Oh, we're doing a rye whiskey.
Oh, I was wondering if you knew that was going to be rye.
Yeah, I do now.
Oh,
Well, it is what it is.
it's rye's fine.
Yeah.
You can make a rye whiskey sour.
Yeah,
Well, that's probably how they started.
could be. Yeah,
So
I wouldn't
this
be
is
surprised.
classic.
That's what we're going with.
Yes, but the bourbon and the rye does not make as much of a difference because we've done whiskey sours with both. The thing that makes the difference is how is the taste going to be impacted? Because egg white doesn't have any flavor, and like you just and people that are afraid of putting egg white in your cocktails, it's not going to give it a weird taste. You're probably not going to get salmonella. I say probably because I don't want to get sued for anything, but at the same
Salmonella's on
time,
the outside of the egg anyway.
salmonella's on the outside, so it usually comes down to handling the egg and how you make your drink. That would give you the salmonella poisoning that you don't want to have. So trust your own judgment.
So handle it. Better.
Simple syrup. Just pointing at random stuff.
Yeah.
It is in there. How about there's a gum syrup maybe too. Oh, there's a rich simple syrup. But you want me to get simple syrup? It's right there.
Where's it? Okay.
I had a
You're gonna
simple
have to,
syrup,
like, do gymnastics to get over here.
Yeah.
but think of it this way: once you have the simple syrup,
There you go.
you won't have to get it again.
It's like Entrapment.
See? It's like the Matrix.
Seen that movie Entrapment? Catherine Zeta-Jones with the.
Oh yeah.
I like how you.
She's on the.
He's adding a level of difficulty by holding the simple syrup, carrying it over when he could have placed it right here and walked over.
That's because it's a challenge.
Yeah.
That's right. Gotta love the challenge.
And he did it.
Don't hate the player.
Yeah. So here's the deal. This stuff, if it works out to taste like nothing, or at least close to nothing, this is great for people who are either vegan, actually have egg allergies, or are super afraid of doing this otherwise, or, I mean, let's be honest, if I'm going to go make whiskey sours at somebody's house, I'm not bringing eggs.
Right.
But I could bring the powder if it's good. Because then you
There's
just,
a lot of advantages to this.
Yeah.
Like if it works well.
this is the part I don't like, is you got to like make it. But I guess you could pre-batch it too.
Yes. Maybe.
So the ingredients say for 1 cup of aquafaba liquid, 1 tablespoon of this powder, and 1 cup of water. I guess we need water, but I guess we have a sink, so we can get water.
How much water do you need?
1 cup. There's a marker on that cup because it's a measuring cup, so it'll tell you how much you're supposed to use. You want to just pour it in here because that looks like it's going to be at the top, and then we can stir it righteously. There.
Give it a vigorous stirring.
Yeah. I shall give it a vigorous stirring. Oh yeah, $5 donation.
This would be right up Dan's alley.
Can you make a mixed drink with a shelter water cocktail?
Shelter or seltzer? True. Oh, those are alcohol. Oh, White Claw. No, I can't make a cocktail with White Claw and or alcoholic water for 2 reasons.
Don't have them.
I don't have them. That's a good one. And if I bought White Claw, I'd have to put it in a drink. And every time I have White Claw, it makes me sad. Like,
Really?
it tastes awful.
Oh, I've never had them.
Have you ever had White Claw? I didn't either. And so it's like, oh, try this. It's gross.
I think that's a great reason. To try
Tastes like
it. I just feel like if I'm gonna drink alcohol, I'm not gonna drink alcohol that tastes like seltzer.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to enjoy a cocktail.
See, here's the thing. I like to enjoy seltzer.
And I would have like a Coors Light or something in the summer, and that's my seltzer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The
My
seltzer for
lawnmower
me in
beer.
the summer is literally seltzer after I've had a couple drinks to dilute it down and
Right.
stay
Or you drink PBR.
stable. Yeah, a little Pabst Blue Ribbon, a little Pepper never hurt anybody.
There you
I
go.
like the foams that it's foaming.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's
Promising.
doing what it's supposed to do.
It looks like egg.
We're not gonna use all this.
If
No.
you had the yolk in there.
Yeah, if you had the yolk.
What do you think?
It's probably fine because once you start
You gotta
shaking
shake
it,
too, so-
it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
it's gonna
It's gonna agitate.
yeah, it's gonna agitate. So you want me to
Right, so we
build
got the
this one?
bourbon in here. We got lime juice in both of
Oh,
those.
you
We got
already
simple
did.
syrup. We got a pinch of salt.
Oh, you already did.
So you just got to use your faba, and I'll use.
So what? Okay, you're gonna is the whole egg? Well, besides the yolk.
I'm not gonna put the 1 egg white.
Yeah, 1 egg white. So I'm gonna need about 1 ounce. I'm just trying to keep it about the same. 1 ounce. Do I have a place to put this, or
I'm really-
Oh, you're
yeah.
putting it in the top.
I'm nervous because I had like a bad. I tried to make eggs today,
You're gonna scare everybody.
and like I broke the yolk
Oh,
because I don't know.
because
It was like a fresh egg, and like the membrane was tougher than the shell.
Yeah.
You know?
you break it and it's still there.
Yeah, I had to like literally pierce the membrane with my fingers because it wasn't breaking on its own.
Is this mine here?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna dry shake it,
Yeah. And then wet shake.
and then a wet shake. I love a good wet shake.
Yeah.
So what? 30 seconds.
Hold it tight.
Yeah.
I like
No,
to
it
pinch.
It doesn't seal.
Mine
Yeah.
feels a little colder because of the water.
Oh yeah.
Advantage number 1.
There you go.
The seal stays sealed better.
That's the thing I don't like about egg white drinks.
Yeah.
Is that the
They get
seal
everywhere?
doesn't hold and it gets everywhere if you don't get a good
Right.
pressure on the thing.
And if you forget because you would make another drink,
probably
you end
good.
up
yeah.
with that problem.
Well, you don't have to dry shake. It's just creamier.
Yeah, it's just better. So why not make it better?
Work for me.
Well, you could do the reverse dry shake after 30 minutes.
Right.
We're doing one ice.
Yeah. Just enough to chill it. We only took out 1 tray of ice. Do we have more?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took. There's 2.5 trays in the fridge.
Then I probably should have put a couple of freeze ice in there. That's cool enough, right?
It's not
There's
freezing.
just more shaking to do to get it cold.
Yeah, you've given me. Now my arms are gonna get tired because I have
Like,
one.
wait.
There you go.
I don't have any ice left.
So I
in
got like
there.
chill.
Yeah, you're right.
What do they call that when you have like
Condensation?
the perfect dilution shake? There's a name for that. Remember?
No.
We put in just enough ice that the ice
Does ice things?
does all the dilute. We did a show with this. Do you remember this?
I've made like 7,000 episodes.
You don't remember this one from last year? That one time?
No, why do we have? Is that me?
You ready?
I don't have any ice though.
Oh shit. Okay.
We're probably gonna need some ice at this point because there's literally nothing in there. Oh god. Do you have a? Oh, you have one of these. All right.
On 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. They count down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, pour.
Oh.
I thought you said 4.
Okay.
Hey,
now,
look.
now I get the laugh. I'm like, I didn't think it was funny, but hey, I'll roll with it.
So yours is. I shook it pretty good.
Yeah.
Yours is way shakier. Yours is way
Oh,
way
foam
more
was much
foam.
better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The egg is more foamy.
Can you see the difference?
Put them on the.
Do you want? Can you see from above the difference, or do you want to?
One's dark.
Hold on. How, can you see it from the camera? Do they
Yeah.
fit on there?
You see the tops?
Yeah. So you can see them in post. You could probably put it right under there. You can see it.
I can see it.
But like, so as it settles,
So, egg white, aquafaba.
yeah, as it settles, yours is probably like at least double the thickness from the foam.
Yeah, the head's heavier.
Yeah, you could, I guess, there is a foam. So, see, the thing is, I think I even get more foam from pineapple than what I'm getting with this stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like there's like
Still better than nothing.
Maybe because of the color, that feels more layered. This feels thicker, just because I think there's more air bubbles.
This
trapped
is
in the,
yeah.
in the bottom
This is gonna clear up like this if we just sit long enough. It'll
Yeah,
start to get
yeah,
darker and the bubbles come to the top. But like your bubbles are so much more micro bubble than mine.
It's like a nitrogen beer versus a
Yeah.
CO2 beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Observation number 1.
observation one. Now is actually the hard part. We gotta taste it.
Do we
and
want to
see.
do the control first?
Yeah, sure.
As you know what that tastes like.
Right. And it puts our palates in the right frame of
Yeah.
mind. It's a good shake if I do say so myself. I like that foaminess there.
It's almost like when you take the first sip,
It's like a milkshake.
you don't even taste the whiskey. You just get the head of the foam, and then the whiskey kind of falls. You have to tip it a little further to get it. It's like when you
Right,
make a cappuccino. You could just literally be drinking milk, but you have to tip it a little bit more than the cappuccino comes in.
I make Keurig. Well, a cappuccino's got the foam on it, though, right? That's
Yeah.
what you're getting at? Okay.
Yeah, but
I don't know all the differences between coffees. There's like a latte and there's a cappuccino.
A latte is like a
I think
cappuccino with
it's
more
just
milk,
I already forgot that.
and an americano is an espresso with like it's watered down espresso.
Okay. American coffee.
Not as watered down as an American coffee,
All right.
but close.
All right, diving in.
No, but apparently iced coffee is American coffee.
All right, he's saying nothing. Not.
I get lemon.
Yep. I get a lot of lemon. I don't get the chickpea flavor, which is good.
I know. I don't get.
So
I didn't taste any.
good
chicken.
job to what? Who are
Vor.
The Vor people.
V-O-R.
So okay,
Why
given the fact that they're
so-
working with
so much more
completely
lemon?
different ingredients, right? Chickpea versus egg.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not completely. That's only one.
Well, okay, completely different bases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The base of that ingredient is different. One's a pure
Yeah, yeah.
protein. One's a chickpea, right?
Which has protein apparently.
has protein in it.
But it's a
So-
chickpea water too, so it's like
Right.
the runoff of the protein.
So given that they're completely different, I think it's not bad.
No.
And taking the visual aside, the flavor's not terrible, although
I don't
this
understand
masks
why I'm
the
getting...
lemon more.
Yeah.
so you
Well,
put
egg
it
white
in the
dries
sweet
stuff
tea.
out, right?
Yeah, this doesn't have that dry property to it.
Yeah.
Which the egg white must bind better with that lemon, so you just get
Yeah, that's really lemon.
it's like lemonade almost. It's like I'm not even so
So what's
the bourbon would be a
measurement
little
of the lemon?
bolder. Huh?
3/4 ounce.
3/4 ounce.
Yeah.
So you could cut it back.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
fix it. I just didn't know what it would do to
Right.
it. It might also be fine for people. I just maybe for me, I could fix this by just adding high proof bourbon. So I would make this with 125 proof.
Well, that's
for me.
100 proof that we just used.
I know. I'm just getting used to like that. If it's not like over 110, it's just I don't really. I'm immune to it at this point. But the bourbon tends to be a little bit more like vanilla and like bigger flavor, like oaky.
Right.
This doesn't have the oak to it.
I would
Maybe
cut
that
the-
would distract.
I would
it a little
definitely
bit.
cut the lemon back if I were going to do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I know what kind of face Dan would be making.
Oh. It's just weird that it's so dramatically different on just the lemon.
It is. So it's not a direct substitute for egg white.
No,
In all the
obviously you
way-
could see
in
the,
all the ways that it would be if it were a direct substitute.
Yeah, it has the protein in it because the bubbles are there. They're just much. The bubbles are bigger, and there are less of them.
Right.
And the bigger bubbles are gonna disappear faster than these tiny little microphone bubbles.
So given all the things that you were saying before, the potential advantages of not using egg whites, right?
Yeah, that's
if
all.
you're vegan, if you want to transport or premix or you had another one, I can't remember. Go back. Yeah. That's not bad.
No,
If I have eggs, I'm going to use eggs.
I don't
if-
know, but
yeah,
maybe
fear
you
of
could.
eggs.
Yeah, fear of eggs. Yes,
Fear
it's
of eggs.
the salmonella. You won't get
Yeah.
salmonella. from
Ovophobia.
chickpea. Yes. If the idea of using a raw egg,
Oh, Google it. Maybe it is.
but if the idea of using a raw egg in an ingredient turns you off, you obviously don't like eggnog or anything like that.
Right.
Or go out for
Or you
breakfast.
just don't think about it because it's already made for you.
Yeah, you might even know.
Ovophobia.
But what is it called?
You really
It's the
Googled
fear
it?
of eggs.
Okay, if you have a fear of eggs, this is a perfect answer for you.
Yeah.
But
So there.
Sounded right. Was right.
from a simplicity standpoint, it's easier to work with this
Yeah.
and use this if you're, because like when you go over to Dan's house and we make a bunch of whiskey sours, I always feel bad because like you basically need to have a shitload of eggs.
I brought over a dozen eggs last time we went over because I knew I probably wanted to make some egg white drinks for people.
But that's the difference is I don't typically bring a 12-pack of eggs with me because I'm just not top of mind and I don't know if
Oh,
they're
you're
going to
bringing
make it.
everything else, so.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking when we make whiskey drinks. It's usually like, hey, you want a whiskey sour, not like a
Boston sour.
or any of those. It's not usually like.
Although
the-
we did make Boston sours and New York sours last time, if I remember right.
But it's not intentional.
No.
Like I intentionally go there for different types of drinks, and then we turn into making a few of these on the side.
But we know that's going to happen.
It would be easier if you had a powder because then you could just put it in the bar bag
Yeah.
and you have it
Just in case.
just in case.
Yeah.
The
the
only
shelf
thing
life
that
on it?
I was worried about really is the taste profile. And whatever they did, they fixed it so it doesn't have a dirty chickpea taste to it anymore. It just had like a actual chickpea taste, which wasn't very appetizing when you're trying to drink a whiskey sour. Very distracting. So regardless of whether the microfoam bubbles aren't as good, it doesn't taste bad. So you have an alternative now that I didn't believe that they were going to do it right, but
Yeah.
they did it.
Lower calories in an egg, too. If you're calorie conscious, it's only 5 calories per serving as opposed to, well, I guess it's only like 10 in an egg white.
I have no idea.
I think a whole egg is like
I've-
70 or whatever.
I've
but-
never even considered the fact that eggs have calories in them. You know why? Because the eggs themselves
'Cause you
don't
don't
have
have
the
the weight.
They don't have this on there.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
It's on the carton, though.
Yeah, but that's too hard.
I wonder how long this lasts because it doesn't have an expiration date.
Forever is powder.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, when powder go bad? I guess if it gets
It
bugs
gets
in it.
hard, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
everything's got a shelf life. Everything decomposes.
Put it in a dry spot like your refrigerator crisper thing or something.
Yeah. Just curious.
Put it wherever you're putting that powder, that stuff you were talking about earlier, the
Buttermilk.
buttermilk.
Oh yeah.
Because buttermilk too, like it'll get hard as it sits.
Right.
But there you go. You have an alternative if you definitely don't want egg whites. I really do suggest you try them and try both of them. And mainly because you shouldn't be afraid of using egg white in your cocktails. And I'm pushing for that. But if you can't go with this or you want something more convenient, just make sure it looks like this one and it doesn't come in like a bottle like
A
thing.
little plastic.
Yeah,
tub.
get the one that actually is kind of marketed towards cocktails because I don't know if the other one's gonna if they fixed all of them or if they just made this specifically for
Good
this.
point. Good point.
So that's it. Sidebar, more videos. Just got a drink.
Lead in.
You didn't. Today we're making whiskey sours. That didn't sound very good. Today we're making whiskey sours. Does that sound better?
Dos whiskey
Dose.
sours.
They're like, oh, he's already drunk. No, look, they're not even drank yet.
Yeah. And if they look different, it's because they are.
Yep, keep watching. All right. Oh, I gotta shut that off.
You're a Rush fan, right, Jen?
What?
Rush fan? Rush?
Yes.
Yeah. We were doing, guitar, we were looking at YYZ a little bit. YYZ, it's a Rush, it's an album, it's a song too, I think.
It is a song.
I'd have to actually hear it.
But let me guess. It has a song that has multiple time signatures that change rapidly throughout the song. That
Well, we were looking more about like the intervals that they were using because they use like a harmonic minor.
Oh.
So we weren't looking.
They do everything fucked up.
Yeah, we weren't looking at the time signature, but we were just looking at the scale.
Like if you, they change timing throughout the entire song. Like all of their songs.
Tool-
Weird ass timing. Okay.
Tool is a polyrhythm. The guy drums in polyrhythm, so he'll be drumming like with multiple beats.
It's
Really?
freaking
Insane.
I tell you, like when Liam was learning how to play drums,
Yeah.
and then he was learning how to play guitar. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I don't
need
have that weird taste.
no, it doesn't. You want it?
No.
I'm like, you need to learn. You need to listen to Tool.
Yeah.
And he did the standard. Okay, Dad wants me to listen to this thing. It's not any good.
Right. Right.
So then, like,
A month later.
I kept telling him, you need to listen to Tool. No, like 2.5 years later or so, he's like, Dad, listen to this song. I'm like, it's like what 24 and 7 or
46 and 2.
yeah, 46 and 2, whatever. It's got numbers. And I'm like, yeah, it's Tool. He's like, yeah, listen to this drummer and put on your headphones. I'm like, you're not discovering Tool for me. Like everybody else.
Everybody knows Tool's awesome.
Right.
Rander's got a great voice. Danny Perry can drum like a motherfucker.
I've been to Perfect Circle concerts. Like I've seen.
I saw Tool in Manchester.
I didn't get to see Tool. I just saw Maynard with Perfect Circle, but it was in Lowell.
It was Perfect Circle, Tool and Helmet played up in Manchester when I was working at Home Depot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, don't throw this at me like this is something you just discovered. I told you about this.
Think about how you felt with Pink Floyd when you first discovered Pink Floyd.
I can't remember.
Were you like, Dad, this band's so cool? And he's probably like,
No, he
Yes!
probably showed him.
Yes!
yeah, he was probably like,
He introduced me to Pink Floyd.
okay, yeah.
And I wasn't high, and it was fine. So maybe it was just because I was happy that my father wasn't playing Bob Dylan again. Because he listened to Bob Dylan and Tom Waits. That's all I ever hear. So and then Pink Floyd. He played a little
You forget
Grateful
how good
Dead.
taste your dad has.
And so it was Grateful Dead, but he didn't really like Grateful Dead. He just had he liked the Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah.
So we played a lot of
You know,
Traveling Wilburys.
the name comes from that.
Yeah. The great. Which one? Traveling
Traveling
Wilburys.
Wilburys. Do you know why they named it the Traveling Wilburys?
Once upon a time, I think it did.
So they were doing like a recording session, and there was this the sound that they kept hearing, and it was like moving around in the track, and they're like, it's kind of traveling around. That's like right. We'll bury it in the post. So, Traveling Wilburys.
So Brian
messed
says the beginning music of YYZ is actually the Morse code of the Toronto airport.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. If it's true.
Well, what's the
lying,
Morse
Brian?
code mean? Like their
What?
call sign, or
Because it's just like a root and a perfect fourth.
Liam hates Rush.
yeah, he doesn't like this singer, like most people.
Give him a couple years. He'll be like,
I don't
Maybe
I
he'll
just
come
heard
back.
this
I
band.
heard this.
Yeah.
I heard this song. It's called Tom Sawyer. You got to hear this.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
No,
so
I think
authentic.
there's a
I've tried multiple
Greta
times.
Van Fleet.
Oh yeah, they
which
sound like Led Zeppelin.
Rush,
Yeah,
They sound like Led Zeppelin.
no, but the singer.
and then maybe
Oh,
I have the wrong band.
No. I
Gre-
think that's
Gre-
the one he.
Greta Van Fleet is like, because they interviewed Greta Van Fleet and they're like, oh, so who are your musical influences? And they're like, Aerosmith. The guy sounds just like Robert Plant, and the guitarist sounds just like Jimmy Page. When I first heard Greta Van Fleet, I'm like, oh shit, I never heard the Zeppelin song. I thought I heard them all. Yeah.
They sound
Have
to
you-
me, they sound like Rush, and they sound like that to Liam too, because he's like, I hate
wow.
that band.
Have
they
you
sound
heard
like Rush.
the Led Zeppelin cover by Train?
I don't know.
From what I understand, I haven't done this, but I wanted to. Is if you play the Zeppelin version and the Train version at the same time, they should pretty much be identical.
Oh, wow.
Because they mirror, they did not go off script.
They were true too.
Like you listen to it and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not
Holy crap.
them? What?
Eggs in New Zealand have surpassed $18 a dozen.
That's insane.
$18 a dozen. Get your own chickens.
Right? And then you can make some real money. You can make, you get a couple dozen chickens, you make $30 a day.
Chickpeas and cocktail are just rum, crime against booze.
You get your eggs.
Those ones weren't bad. We didn't like the original one, but that
Yeah.
one didn't have a taste.
No, I didn't know. Which is unexpectedly better than what I thought.
I like that you got a plant on set.
It's very homey.
Plant on set.
So simple bourbon mint, no citrus.
We're gonna need a bourbon this time.
Go with the one I like.
What do you?
We're doing julep. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you have a julep cup?
Yeah. I was digging in the back for it, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. It's right here.
Okay. Like, but where did you go?
Oh, we need crushed ice.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bang some of that.
All right.
That'll
So
be
we
fun.
probably need more ice then.
Yeah. You want me to get it now?
Yeah. Do what you're doing, then I'll walk by and I'll go do it.
You said, what did you never said the bourbon. You said the
I
bourbon
forget
I like.
the name of it.
Russell's? No.
No.
I know what it is. It's something. I want to say Eric, but it's not Eric.
Visual item?
No.
Is it?
Really?
No, I don't feel like it would be down here.
I think it is down there.
I don't feel like it would be down
I
here.
don't see it up there. Damn it!
Did we
Why
drink
can't
it
I
all?
think of the name?
It might be gone.
Oh, maybe we did.
Well, Craig was.
Craig drank mine.
But he drank wine last night.
No, not this week.
I thought it was in there last time. I thought we used it. last time you recorded. Oh well, if you can't find it, that's fine. There's plenty of others.
Is there?
Because I can't even remember the frickin' name.
Who's Larceny?
Elijah Craig. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, there you go.
You found it?
This one?
No, it's
No,
no.
that's Whistle Pig.
Is that bourbon now?
Rye.
How do you know?
It says rye.
It said rye.
I could go get really expensive whiskey.
You know what? No, I don't think Elijah Craig's up there.
For a julep.
Well,
That's gonna be perfectly good for a julep.
it's 92 proof. Is that enough proofage though? How about we use Knob Creek 120? Knob Creek 120, good enough? 120 proof, because it's going to be chilled.
Just buy a Knob Creek?
What?
Didn't you just buy Knob Creek when we went to get Rob's? Oh, is it upstairs? You might have left it upstairs.
Maybe. What did I buy?
You bought something. Maybe it wasn't. Oh no, maybe it was Four Roses? You bought something when we went to go get Rob his birthday gift.
Did I buy 4 roses? I don't remember.
But I think whatever you bought, you left it upstairs.
How old's Rob now? 45, 46?
Check.
He was in my original graduating class, right? And then
I think he's your age.
Yeah, you should be. You should be 45, I think.
Yeah, he's 40.
So he's old.
45, He's on his
Yeah.
second
It's
heart
ridiculous.
attack.
Yeah,
He-
he's set
He's what?
on the second heart attack.
He had 2 heart attacks?
Yeah.
This is the problem with going to the doctor, man. I'll tell you stuff you don't want to hear.
Well, he doesn't have a choice when he can't breathe.
Yeah, I guess that's true. What was his first one when he tried to move sheetrock into the attic up
Oh
here?
no. Luckily, you would have thought that though. No, he
You
had,
would-
I think that would happen at night. He was still with his first wife.
Danielle?
Yeah.
So, you wouldn't think it's the case, but I have probably more bourbon upstairs than I have down here in the bar. So I got this.
That's because Craig comes over.
Is it in hiding?
No, I just left it up there.
Mine's in hiding.
Yeah, hers usually starts at $90 or higher. So. Not that this is cheap. We got ourselves 100 proof.
They've been subbed since the attic days.
What?
Someone's been subbed since the attic days, which is before my time.
It is before your time. You weren't even born yet.
I know, right? I'd already moved out.
How are people that have seen me for so long finding this specific live stream?
Wow, you've been here a long time, Bubby.
That sounds like a nickname you just gave somebody.
Nope.
Bubby.
Bubby
You've been here
blinded.
forever, Bubby. You know what? I probably should just dump this because
Probably not
we're
gonna
not
use
going to need it anymore anyway.
So this goes right in the cup, right? We pour over it.
So you have to. You're supposed to put balls in there. So
We did that one time. We did celebrities
Add bourbon and pack
of branded
stir.
liquor.
till frost on the outside. Oh, this is a built-in glass, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Most of the celebrities that branded liquor, they're not very good.
Well, you guys like the
Which one?
We do like the Dos Hermanos.
Dos Hermanos, yeah.
That one's good.
Chicken Man? Oh no,
I think 901 was good. Is that Justin Timberlake? That one was okay.
that was okay. But that was before we knew a whole lot.
All right.
No,
Can
Dos
we do-
Hermanos
Before all this crushed ice melts.
Make a video?
Yeah. It's
is the chicken. No, the chicken.
Pollo Locos.
Yeah.
Pollo de Hermanos. de
It is
Pollo.
Walter White, though.
They're from Breaking Bad,
Right
yeah.
here, yeah. And
Los
Jesse
Pollos
and Walter
Hermanos.
White.
Los
We
Pollos-
done with-
Bryan Cranston, that's
Right.
his name.
Oh, okay, yeah. You done with these?
No.
Yeah, I'm done with those.
You're not done with these?
She is done with
I'm
those.
done with them, yeah, sorry. I thought you
These?
said you want one of these.
Dos hombres. I've done celebrity stuff. Never been a huge fan. So,
The
Like
Rock has the
Casamigos?
Terramana. The Rock's isn't
Casamigos
terrible, right?
sucks.
huh?
The Rock's isn't terrible, right? The Terramana?
I
not
can
great.
drink it, but it doesn't taste.
I bet it's
Bad.
fine in a cocktail, like a margarita or something.
Yeah.
I think
It's
the silver
just
one
vanilla.
was fine. The Añejo was eh.
Yeah.
Casamigos is horrible.
Oh, Casamigos is too.
Who's that?
That's
Clooney.
Oh, Aviation Gin. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that was not bad.
But you know, Ryan Reynolds, I'm still waiting. He doesn't really make
I guess
bad things, does he?
we have
Bad things. stuff.
No,
Oh, that's what you should have did. You should have did it with Heaven's Door. That's Bob Dylan's.
Oh,
We have Bob Dylan's whiskey up. That one's upstairs.
I know. I thought this was
Death's Door.
Yeah, I had Bob Dylan's
I
whiskey.
think Metallica does a whiskey that's actually I've heard isn't too bad. Their name is on
we
the
need a
whiskey,
knife?
obviously they
Or
don't
you
do
want
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just pluck.
All right. Well, we're gonna need a sprig at the end to slash off.
Okay.
Whatever. If we even do a sprig. Yeah! Let's do this! Leroy. Ha! Welcome to Common Cocktails, Ian and Derek. We're gonna make a mint julep. We haven't done this since like a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute if we've ever done one at all. I think maybe
We've done one.
yeah, years ago. I always wanted to do it for that horse racing event.
The Kentucky Derby.
Which
Never
they're not
happens.
doing this year.
Well, that doesn't help.
Too many horses are dying.
Oh,
What? They didn't do the Kentucky Derby this year?
They're not doing
because
it.
horses are dying.
I think, yeah.
Are they
Thought
old
I saw
horses?
a headline for that.
Oh, interesting.
In either case, I haven't done this. I was waiting for the Kentucky Derby to get the timing right, but at the end of the day, it doesn't seem like a lot of people are on YouTube anymore, so whatever. So we'll just make it now and not worry about promoting it. So fuck the algorithm. Yeah, that's a new thing. Fuck the algorithm.
There you go.
I probably didn't invent that.
Nah.
The algorithm doesn't like me very much. So
Well, the algorithm fucks you.
yeah. So
Maybe it wasn't.
In Russia, you don't fuck algorithm. Algorithm fucks you.
there you go.
Yeah.
This recipe is slightly more unique than the mint julep I have out on recipe.awesomedrinks.com. Oh no, missing on recipe.awesomedrinks.com. I don't have one, so this will go there. 8 mint leaves, a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, 2 ounces of bourbon. You can do a mint sprig. I think this from liquor.com if I don't forget. I like this concept.
Try
It
not
was
to kill the mint either because
Yeah.
you just want to.
don't tear the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to grind it up. You just want to express the oils.
And the thing that I kind of wanted to try was this whole Angostura on top of the ice at the end. I don't know if I've never seen that done before, but why wouldn't you?
Why not?
Sounds like a good time.
Mine goes up.
Our executive producers, I forgot these last episode. NCC 71201 from YouTube. He's one of those people who,
That's from Deep Space Nine.
yep. Matthew, I was going to say Prometheus or whatever, but Matthew
It is the
Mason.
Prometheus.
Yes. Matthew Mason, Patreon, and Matthew Hill, Patreon. A couple double matches from the Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/CMC if you want to become a patron. I know you won't, but I'm just going to throw it out there anyway. You can hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you're there, which I guess you have to be because it's the only place I've been put in nowadays. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the whiskey, you're going to muddle mint, sugar. Well, you muddle mint, usually with sugar, that's the typical thing.
Right.
Then you add your whiskey in there. Then you're going to bury the sucker with ice. You're usually going to pack it in there. We probably won't maybe have enough crushed ice in there. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like it's not all coming out the way I want it to come out. It's like
How does
sticking
you
to the
want it
side.
to come out?
I want it to come out
He
easy.
wants it to actually come out.
You want it to come out into the glass?
Yeah, not like on the side of the glass like it's happening.
Yeah.
All right, that's probably gonna have to be enough.
Yeah. If you want to make the whiskey, if you want to make the mint julep, like in the most obnoxious manner, you do it very similar to you would do
Like what I'm doing.
a tiki cocktail. You you freeze that shit in there like that. You give it a stir, and that's gonna really chill it up super hard.
you know
then
what-
you add crushed ice to the top and make a ball out of it, and you just pack it in there like a snowball, like a Slurpee. For those that have 7-Elevens.
That what was that tiki drink we did with the cone?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That would have been cool for this.
That was really cool.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Navy Grog, I believe. Is
Yeah, the Navy Grog.
Yeah. You're pedantically really going at that thing.
Yeah, I want to get it nice and even. And then we're gonna top it with
Some Angostura?
a lot, just
Some,
a couple
I don't know.
dashes.
Sure. Why not?
Probably
That's
enough.
pretty good. Yeah. You can almost see, yeah, you can even see it in there. That
Yeah.
looks pretty badass.
Yeah. This is gonna be a great shot.
Yeah, there's not much of a picture right there, but
Here, watch this. This is my screenshot. There, something like that. And I can put that one there, and I'll get a side view, edit it together.
Yes, look at all that stuff you can do.
Yeah. We have a straw.
Do you have your fast shoes on?
That's a really big straw. There's a small one in there. Do you think that's going to be better for this small one? Oh, there's that one. Hey. Oh, you packed it good when it stands up
That's
like
right.
that.
It's a well-packed glass. That sounds.
It's just too small.
Is it?
Yeah, it
It'll
doesn't
make your
work.
drink last.
No, it's not. There's a lot of work. That's a really.
Yeah, but this is a strong drink, and if you drink it too
I
fast,
had one sip and my eyes were watering.
I thought you were laughing because I was talking about packing glass.
No,
Okay, because
because that's also funny. See,
it made me. Yeah.
what I was talking about was something more like this.
Oh well, there we go.
See, now you. That glass is great for like daiquiris. No, I don't even know. I don't know what you do with that. Oh god, this doesn't work either.
Is it because the ice?
You have to drink it without the straw.
But it's tasty. What we can actually get out of it. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Alcohol slushy.
Oh yeah, that's freaking potent. That shit's on fire.
What proof is this?
100 proof.
That's strong.
It is. It's.
Well,
But
when you
done-
figure this is a drink that's just basically bourbon, mint flavored bourbon,
Yeah.
right?
No, there's some sugar.
It's mint flavored bourbon.
There's a little tiny bit in there. This is really cold. Like
Yeah.
you look at, you can see it like icing up on the edges.
It's like the mule cups, right? They're designed to. Yeah.
It's definitely strong. It's gonna water down a little bit when the ice kind of comes into its maturity.
I think it hits a sweet spot once it dilutes down a bit.
Yeah.
These cocktails, 'cause I've had juleps a few times. I feel like they get
better
good.
as
They get
age.
better.
Yeah, they get better with the because the problem is if you use a weaker bourbon with all that ice, crushed ice dilutes fast. So here maybe not, but if you're outside or you're hanging out by the
Oh, yeah.
pool, it's gonna cut the 50 or the 100 proof down to something a little bit more manageable. Even if it takes it down 10%, it's gonna make it more like a regular drink. It's gonna be a lot easier. But it's definitely got a mint to it, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I like that part.
The mint?
Mhm.
Is that like mint?
Um,
I don't know if this whiskey goes well with the mint. Maybe
With
that's what it is.
yeah, maybe.
No, it's getting better.
Yeah, because
It's definitely getting better.
it's gonna dilute it down to like that glass isn't gonna dilute very easy because
It's already at maximum dilution because it's freezing.
yeah, but it'll get there. So I don't know what use your I guess your favorite bourbon, but I think each bourbon's gonna be different. I feel like I'm gonna say it the cheaper bourbons like a Buffalo Trace or something because it's gonna be like super oaky.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's kind of
Oaky would
weak,
be good,
a little weaker. Might be fun, but you're gonna need to drink it fast. Which I don't know if you really want to do. I like to savor the drinks a little bit more. I just don't know about the mint. Like,
Are you not a fan of mint in general, or just
no, I think it's because when I taste mint in my cocktail, I think more of a sweeter rum type drink.
Okay.
And this has like that bourbon intensity and then like an herbalness. I almost get like absinthe from it, like not black licorice, but like the palate,
I know
the
what you mean,
taste
yeah.
profile has like the herbally absinthe like bite to it, and I think that might just be attributed to like the potency and the herbs hitting at the same time.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I think you're
know.
right. It's not. I mean, I like that House of Frap too. That's pretty good. But
yeah, it is getting better.
yeah, just,
Interesting.
Maybe it's a good drink for when it's hot outside because
Yeah.
the cup holds that cold so well.
You'll be able to drink it like a Slurpee for a little bit longer.
Yeah, yeah. But you need it to.
Then
You
you're
need to
gonna be-
dilute a little bit. Yeah.
Scooping it out. So there you go. You don't need a Kentucky Derby. There's too many dead horses anyway. What you really want to do is just get your favorite bourbons and your mints and your sugars, mix them together, and you can even buy fancy glasses like that if you care. You can throw it in anything.
You could use a Moscow Mule mug.
You could.
Multi-purpose that.
You should, because they're usually, if you're going to spend the money, especially on a good one,
They're not cheap.
no, then you because it's copper.
Yeah.
If you get a real copper, like Moscow Mule mug, you can get these in copper too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen them. Like this mug, I used to sell this mug, but nobody buys them because it's so specialty.
Right.
I'm like, I just take an old fashioned glass.
Right.
But if you go to Amazon, I'm sure you can find one. But I would instead check out AwesomeDrinks.com. Oh, I have a coupon code. I don't know what it is. It's spring. Is it spring? I'll put it on the sidebar, but I think it's spring 23 for 23% off at AwesomeDrinks.com. So you got that going for you. I'll write it on my thing next time.
If you're doing this for another 50 years, you're gonna be taking some steep discounts off, aren't you?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's the 23.
Hmm.
No, I just don't care. Yeah, and you can get some cocktail bitters there. A bunch of them on sale from Scrappy's Bitters.
It's perfect now.
So, there you go. Make yourself a drink. Sidebar, more videos all about bourbons.
This is the drink to make yourself before you make everybody else's drink, so it can settle. And then you get to it, and it's just perfect.
That's right. Oh, yeah. I'm teaching you how to drink.
Today we're playing with mint. Take a wild guess.
That's how I play with mint. Where did I put my little sound?
You're a mint molester.
I don't know.
Mint molester.
Oh yeah, it does have kind of an absinthe taste to it.
My computer out here.
Check back with Derek and just being with Ian. Working on a song.
Let me see. Marketing. Coupons.
Spring 23.
I'm gonna remember that. I should really write it down.
Is it going to be the theme song for the show, or is that what you're writing? Someone's writing a theme song for us.
But it says it's doomed to fail, so.
No. Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Doomed to fail.
The song.
Oh,
I found me some
ChatGPT.
peanuts.
What's that?
I found me some peanuts.
You don't want to know where those were last night.
It's alright.
They were in the can up here.
They're in the canvas now.
You didn't really want to know, did you?
No.
That's totally.
I never want to know where my foods come from. I'm always better off not knowing.
Right.
There.
Now you won't forget.
I haven't done coupon code for months, so like.
Has it really been since February? Is that really the last time we did that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Why?
You didn't get time.
Time.
The older you get, the faster it goes.
Yep. I proved that in math one time.
In math.
You
Yeah.
guys should try snake juice from Parks and Recreation.
I'm trying to remember that episode because I like that show.
No.
Good answer. Oh, was snake juice like the energy drink that John Ralphio was trying to sell? Did you guys see Parks and Rec?
No.
It's pretty safe to assume we didn't see it.
No.
You've seen some stuff.
Some.
The mint stays
Did
out.
you switch? Okay, we're making something. The simple syrup stays out. The lime juice comes out. The club soda comes out.
Club soda. Shit. Hold on. I'm gonna make that on the show. Can we do that
We're gonna
last?
garnish the lime wheel.
Yeah.
So I need a shaker.
I'll make us some club soda.
Soda, club soda. What do you want to use for rum? You have any preference?
No, not really.
What? Bacardi?
Is it up there?
I know he loves it secretly. He just hates to admit it. I was telling somebody, I'm trying to think who I was talking to. I'm like, Derek always hates on Bacardi, but every time we've done a blind tasting test, it comes out number one.
It does.
So it's like, at some point, you got to stop hating on it, right?
No.
Well, at some point, you have to admit to yourself
Yeah.
that you don't really hate it. You can still hate on it, but you got to admit to yourself at least.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that's so marketed. You're like, oh, it can't be good.
Right.
It just always comes out.
But it is, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Discussing how Bacardi always comes
How
out
much
on
rum
top
were
in
we
our
using?
blind tastings.
Is that not the right one?
You're missing rum in the list.
What the fuck? How's that a thing?
I can't tell if that sounded like Liam or Liam sounds like you enough that but that was a you kind of thing to say.
Where's my mouse? Is over there.
Is this already sodaed up? No, you
No.
just have water in there.
Yeah, I was gonna make it while you're doing it.
Okay. Do you want to put the thing on everything in the, or are you gonna
Did you put the rubber gasket inside?
this thing?
Yeah. Just make sure it's down. Looks like 2 ounces. I was right.
Okay.
How is it not there? Mint leaves, simple syrup.
That is a
2
question
ounces.
not for me.
Huh?
That's not a question for me.
That should work. Wait, ready?
All right.
Welcome to Combat Cocktails. Ian and Derek gonna make for you a mojito. We're gonna use liquor.com's recipe
Know what we're doing.
because it's a little bit different because it meant this is a little bit different than what I have on recipe.awesomedrinks.com because that one has a little bit less lime juice and caster sugar and 12 mint leaves and you just whatever. So this is gonna be a little bit easier, maybe simpler. For club soda, so basically here's the recipe: 3 ounces of mint leaves, 3 mint leaves, half ounce of simple syrup, 2 ounces of white rum, 3/4 ounce of lime juice. Club soda to top it. We're gonna rinse, sprig, lime wheel, garnish that sucker up. You're gonna basically lightly muddle the mint. Don't tear the mint. That would be bad. And then you're gonna shake it. So, fine straight. When you muddle the mint, you add your sugar in there usually, and then what are you looking for?
One of the jiggers, though.
So like that one.
Yeah, the one that's right in front of me,
Yeah.
literally, that I just used.
Yeah, I have this, who makes these things? Oh, Easy. This is an Easy Whip. Instead of the Easy Whipper, this one is just for club sodas and soda-like things. I found this so much
When
easier.
you say easy, you mean ISI?
Yeah, Easy. Easy?
Because anyone hearing easy
Yeah.
is going to think
Yeah.
EASY.
Well, don't think that.
Yeah.
Get yourself
Just to
some
be clear.
seltzer chargers. Don't use the NO2 chargers because that's going to give it an odd flavor. It's not going to taste like seltzer. I hope I'm doing all this right. I'm going to assume you put this on right, so when I pressurize it, nothing happens. It's right!
I'm glad you did instead of me then.
Well, it's not like it's going to blow up. It's
It's just going to leak
better.
somewhere.
Yeah. Or it's just, I've had it just fizzes out.
Oh, yeah. It's just a waste of charge.
Yeah.
basically, right?
So they're going to integrate that the club soda. What is the charge? Carbonated CO2. Discard.
The mint julep cup is still there.
Hey, this just tastes like mints.
Yum.
This thing's pretty cool. If you have like the Soda Stream juices, what do you call those things? Just like the liquids, the condensed
The
stuff, the
flavoring.
syrups. If you have like soda syrups and tonic syrups and those types of syrups, you could just use this. I find this easier than the Soda Stream because the Soda Stream cartridges, it's hard to recycle them. You have to like ship them away places, and it's a big old pain. This thing you just boop, done. And these little cream chargers are pretty cheap, and you just toss them. You're just adding to the environment a little bit of this metal. It's not gonna kill any turtles though.
And they can recycle that
You can recycle these
because it's metal.
because it is
There's
metal.
nothing more metal than recycling.
Just
These
don't-
drinks are good, but they're such a pain to drink because you always get mint in your mouth.
Well,
Well,
not with this one.
We double strained it to keep the mint out. Yeah.
Then Dan should do it that way.
Yeah. Oh, so here's the thing about how Dan makes his drinks. He just fucking mixes it together on the fly and goes, "Here you go."
I know, I had it.
It's natural.
Yeah, he doesn't focus on like
Oh.
removing the
We're going
particles.
to garnish this with a lime wheel.
Yeah, and maybe like
No,
some of
but
this.
even a lot of times there is mint floating around in there
Yeah.
because you're.
I just don't like it that way. Like I don't like the little pieces of mint because they get stuck in my teeth and like then it feels like you almost have papers sitting around on your
It's a
tongue.
pain in the ass to drink.
Yeah.
This is
See,
a
but I
super
like
good
mint,
drink.
so like I
We
don't
got-
mind the
we got
mint
more
in my
mint.
mouth.
Yeah, some of you people are weird. Hey, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I hope it tastes good. Does it fit on the camera?
No.
That tells me no. Are you panning out? Am I panning out? If you pan out, you probably have to change the focus though, huh?
It's a nice looking, refreshing drink. That's the great thing about a mojito.
I like the
Especially
green.
with the garnish, right? It just looks so fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like water. It looks like something you have just sitting out at the pool.
I think like putting the club soda on top is cool too, because if you don't
Get the
disturb the mojito on the bottom, you get that little layered effect.
The mojito's on the bottom.
Yeah, it looks very like lagoonish, right?
Lagoon?
Yeah, lagunic. Lagunic. What's a good word for lagunic? Is that a word? I just used it 3 times. It must be.
It's a word now.
It's a word. If you use it 3 times, it's a word.
Yeah,
That's the rule.
that's the rule. And
With
your
the light behind it, the light shining through it looks great.
that's true.
Yeah.
You guys don't get to appreciate the shine through light. It always looks better here. Like even when I was doing like TikTok videos, I'm like, I wish I could make because you use like Empress Gin and it's got like this purple. And it looks really cool behind like
With the light
backlit.
behind it.
But
You
if
got to
you're
bring out
looking
your light
this
box.
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds like a big old pain
Yes.
here.
Even though there's a straw, there's a temptation to tip this into your mouth.
I may have drank all the lime juice.
You may have. That tastes a lot like seltzer water.
I'm thinking, like I didn't stir it enough or at all,
It's still refreshing, but
but
it
there's.
doesn't taste like a lot of alcohol's in there right now.
Did I drink all the alcohol too?
Try it
You
again.
drank all the rum and all the
How was it?
wine.
You pulled a me on the Di Serrano Where's Cavalli drink.
No, there's still alcohol in there.
Okay.
Or is it the lime? It's still kind of I did.
So this is normally a pretty good drink, so it might be worth mixing before you.
I did a shot of Bacardi and lime.
Too bad.
No, look, you just do this. Look, I'm
You
gonna
just
fix
made
it.
all the work I do look really cheap. Like just doing that.
No, it's fine. See, I'm gonna fix this.
Because he drank it all. So now he's putting
Did you
it
get any
back.
in the glass?
I'm fixing it. Quiet. Oh, you want sugar too?
You just make a whole new drink.
Yeah, but
It's a built-in glass mojito.
yeah, building glass.
Well, you don't need to add more of that.
Yeah, you do. You get.
It
You've
just
got to.
tasted like that.
Yeah, but it's still in there, so it's fine. Here, put that in there too. There, taste it now. So much
Thanks,
better.
Derek.
I don't think I drank all the alcohol.
That does make a difference.
So I think you did drink all the alcohol.
No, the alcohol. See, here's the thing. Science happened. Lime is not. It doesn't. It's not as soluble as alcohol. Alcohol is very water soluble. You threw the club soda in there. It's like part of the. It's part of the essence of the drink now. But the lime was still at the bottom. Sugar, probably still at the bottom because it was like way down
It
there.
does say, yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's still better than.
Still a
So
good drink.
here's the problem I have with mojitos. It
They
goes
come
back.
down too easy.
Yeah.
No, well, okay, that's probably true. When you're making for other people, they come back really fast.
Because they go down so easy.
Yeah, and there's not that much alcohol. And when I do, and here's a secret for anybody who's like, I'm gonna make these for friends at the pool. I'm gonna you
Don't.
cut back on the rum, like ounce and a half. You know, depending on who it is, you might even go 1 ounce because you know, like if they're like, oh, I can't typically hold my alcohol, I'll be fine. You're like, okay, you're gonna need to,
In
because
the sun, outside.
Yeah.
right, you're not. If you bring this down to 1 ounce versus 2 ounces, you're not really gonna taste it. This is not a boozy drink, so no one's gonna know when you short them on the alcohol. What you can do is you start with more, and then as they come back for additional, that's when you start to cut it down a little bit because they won't necessarily know. They'll feel fine, and they won't be so hammered. Because we make these at the pool in solo cups, right? So you're gonna get more. We do have the ice will be smaller.
I think I got one in Vegas in like a 32-ounce glass.
Yeah. But when you do it in a solo cup, it gives you a more room. Like there's not a lot. This looks like a big glass, but when you add the ice and stuff, the 12 ounces is cut down to like nothing. Put it in a solo cup. Do like the 2 ounces. When we do it at the pool, it's usually 4 ounces because everything's doubled. But I'm just telling you, there's ways to get around the returning factor. Big glasses, less alcohol, everybody wins.
Save
But
yourself
it's
some work.
it's the muddle, like it's the muddling. Like if you're doing this for a bunch of people, just muddling all the time. You're just doing like sugar. I would just be like, hey, you want a daiquiri instead? Because that's 2 on 1. I'm done.
It's easy.
The people want. I like these. And they want more of them.
Because they're tasty.
Yeah, it's usually a pain in the ass. But there you go. That's a mojito.
I think we got to the root of your mint dislike.
This
So
is,
much work.
there's a lot of. It's like egg white
It
mint.
takes a lot of work.
When you add that weird ass ingredient in there, shit just becomes a lot of work. But club soda is nice. So try out a mojito if you haven't had one. I would suggest using your whatever white rum you can get. Little editor's note on our Bacardi, as we mentioned before the show. Bacardi makes a fine product. and I want to hate it, but I can't because every time I blind taste, it wins.
Right.
So
and we've done blind tastings with like 9 different rums,
Yeah.
and
It
that
doesn't
would come
matter.
out. Yeah,
it's like it's always, if it's not the top, it's near the top, and you know it. You're like, I know it's in here, but I don't want it, so I'm gonna look for the Havana Club or whatever it is. But you can't. Like, it's just it.
You
The,
can't help
the
it.
label
It's just good.
does make it taste
It
worse.
is.
So when you take the label away, you find out it's
Right,
actually not that bad of a product. If you still can't get beyond the Bacardi and you can get Havana Club, even the Bacardi version of Havana Club, try that, or pick your favorite light rum. But don't spend a lot of money on it because you're not going to taste.
well, that's the other good thing about Bacardi. It's like reasonably priced. It's right in the
Yeah.
range.
Yeah.
You're not overdoing it.
And it's Puerto Rican rum, so it's pretty neutral.
Yeah.
There you go. Sidebar. There's going to be some more cocktails with rum. Oh, you want to use our before a sidebar? Go to awesomeDrinks.com. Use Spring 23 is your coupon code for the month. Actually, 2 months till July 31st. Spring 23 will get you 23% off everything in the store. I'm trying to reduce total volume of things I carry to just basically the bar tools because like after COVID, like shit just stopped selling. Like bars shut down. And like then they probably came back, but they didn't need the same products. Not a lot of people are using bitters, so carrying bitters for bars doesn't really make a lot of sense. Scrappies doesn't seem to have me on their website anymore, so I'm not getting any of those sales. So fuck that. I put all the Scrappies on sale, so use 23% off plus the sale on Scrappies, and I'm deep cutting that because it doesn't matter. I was a distributor, so I got a good price on them anyway. So just take all the Scrappies out of my inventory, all the different bitters, the different syrups. Make it easier on me in the long run, and that's it. That's why you're giving you 23% off. So there's going to be a sidebar over here with more videos that have all the cool stuff in it, so go make that, and then click the Bar Tools Home Bartender Kit below, and you're good. Teach you how to drink.
We're back in the forest for another drink with mint.
That's the forest?
Yeah.
Is the forest bigger now?
Boy, it just doubled in size.
Oh, I gotta stop the video.
You know, those well-known Australian mint forests.
Yes. They're known for their mint farms.
Boom, boom, boom. I still forgot the frame patrons. Now I have to write them. Eventually, I'll remember all the parts. All the parts. And just in time to forget it for another couple months. That's only the second. No, third. Oh, this will be fun.
There we go. Can't go wrong with a Paloma.
So that is easy. And,
Oh,
well,
you're comparing them.
it was easy until this.
Wait, what? Oh.
We're making 3 of them.
Lime.
But they're easy.
We don't need syrup.
We're going to use Lunazol. Because I got some.
That's as good a reason as any.
So if I fill my mint with alcohol and it absorbs it, will my mint get drunk?
Yes.
Sweet.
If you slap it, it'll be a slappy drunk mint.
Half ounce of lime juice. Okay, never mind. We got half ounce already in there. So we need 3. That means we need 3 Collins
You
glasses.
can have your lime juice back.
Let me guess. We're gonna need more ice.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I got a lot of ice right now.
All right. Maybe the other stuff will be frozen by the time we're done.
I think there's another tray in there too.
Yeah.
that they will take.
I was just. I used the one upstairs to auxiliary.
As an auxiliary?
Yeah.
To auxiliary?
Yes, to make auxiliated. Squirt, Fresca, Suncreme, Pellegrino. Does Derek have a secret collection of Afro wigs? I don't have any wigs at all because I have no hair.
Which would be
Big
white, what
booty
makes-
lavender colored one.
Nope. Why? You see somebody on the street that looked like me, but they had a big ass wig and some weird clothes on?
And
Could be
fat
me.
shoes. Whatever fat shoes are.
I don't know what a fat shoe is, but is it just somebody who's wearing shoes that's fat?
Oh, I got fat shoes then.
You
Tequila.
probably want to. No, we got tequila.
Juice. Soda. Lime wheel.
I'm not gonna do the song.
I got the salt. It's right here.
You don't need salt. You want to do salt?
I'll put salt in our whiskey sours.
You put it in it?
You're putting in it.
Putting it in it versus on the rim.
Oh. Is this supposed to be rimmed? Is that what you're saying?
You can put it in. I don't care, but yeah, this is like one of those optional rim things. Oh, battery. Battery.
An optional rim job?
Yes. There's no such thing as an optional rim job. Always go for the full. Where's my batteries, dude?
Kids.
Take all your shit and they just move it.
They
Better
hit buttons.
They have the battery. I hope is in here, but it's probably
The bag is right here.
green one.
Yeah.
Word. Let's see if I have thumbnails this month. Really? Oh, yes, it's pretty cool. Start. Use the focus again. The hell is my thing? Right there. There she goes. Boom. Okie dokie then. Oh, this is sure. This is. Dude, I'm not sure. Why is this so sugary? Like covered in sugar.
You?
What?
You are? What?
No. Where's my napkins? Oh, I'll just put this over here. No, this has sugar on it. Like somebody with sugar hands put their sugary hands on it.
So I can just make a triple, and then we'll spread it out evenly and.
Oh, yeah, you're just gonna mix.
Yeah.
Add tequila, lime, top of grapefruit.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna put tequila.
6 ounces, an
You're
ounce
gonna
and a
do
half.
tequila, lime.
Is this all building glass?
Dude, have you ever had Paloma before?
Yeah, my mind's just not.
Paloma, dude, I made this as easy as possible for you
You did.
because I was like, you know what would be cool? Making it easy and possible for you.
That is cool.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Combat Cocktails. Ian and Derek are going to make for you 3 Palomas.
Really easy.
Really easy. That's why we're going to do 3. It's going to be 2 ounces of Blanco tequila. You could use whatever, but Blanco tequila is typical. Half ounce of lime juice, and grapefruit soda, chilled, on top. So I made this drink, and I was like, when was the last time we made this? So I looked, and we used Squirt, and we made it, and you were like, I like it with San Pellegrino. So I was like, hey, I'll go buy that. So I bought San Pellegrino, and it's actually hard to find because everybody has a different name for grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
This one's called Pompelmo,
Yeah.
which I'm guessing is Italian for
Usually
grapefruit.
what it's called.
No, it's Pamplemousse.
Yeah.
Or
That's French.
So I thought San Pellegrino was French, but I guess that's Italian.
Yeah, I think Italian.
Yeah. So if you get, you know what it is? If you buy, what's the French version of the water?
Perrier?
Perrier. Yeah, Perrier is called Pamplemousse.
Yeah.
I didn't get Perrier because this one. So this isn't just seltzer, right? This is probably got sugar. Yeah, definitely. So they all should have sugar except for this one. So this is what I typically would use. But I had a conversation 2 weeks ago. We were with Dan over at his friend Gil's house, and I was making these because I just wanted something simple. And we used one of these bottles of Squirt. And I was like, Squirt tastes so much better, I think, than Fresca. So I was like, wouldn't it be cool to know? Because Fresca is sugar-free.
Okay.
No, it's diet.
Yeah, it's diet. So it's going to have aspartame taste or
Yeah,
whatever.
diet.
It has a diety taste to it.
Enough
Squirt
ice?
doesn't. What?
Enough ice?
That looks good.
Okay.
And since Squirt and San Pellegrino have sugar in them, they're going to naturally have a little bit more tasty flavor than Fresca, I think. But I want to know how much difference, because usually when you're looking at balancing out calories,
Right. How do you quantify this?
you're like, it's the taste factor, it's the fun factor. Like, is this good enough? It's not going to be better than the other two, but is it good enough as a substitute if you're looking to keep your calorie reduction low? And that is 0. This is 140, and
But
this is
really, why are you drinking if you're looking to keep your calorie count low?
yeah. So that's kind of my deal. Like, I like
Just
ginger beer and dark rum, right?
Right, you're not worried about calorie count with ginger beer and dark rum.
Right, because rum is going to have a lot of calories. So just give it up. Just deal with the fact that you're having one of those days. That's your cheat day, and you work through the problem.
Day.
Your cheat month, June. June is cheat month. Everything you can eat, anything you want, all the time, as much as needed.
Well, I'll say the Fresca and the Squirt look a lot alike.
They do. Does that show up on my thumb scrape this thing?
You know, it doesn't get much easier than that to make 3 drinks.
No.
All
No.
built-ins. Probably give it a little stir before we taste it, just because we
So you don't
want
want to do the mojito thing
Yeah,
again?
just so it doesn't end up like the mojito thing.
Yeah. We could. But the problem is I got really excited about the mojito. And I
You
shot.
did,
So that
which
became a
that was
problem.
worth it by itself.
On camera,
I see
things are
your
always more
childish
fun.
glee as you suck
Yeah.
down all the liquor.
Yeah.
Which way are we going? We're gonna start sugar-free.
I don't know. Does that make sense? Yeah, I guess that probably
Yeah.
makes sense.
Let's go left to right.
Left to right.
Our left.
Our left to your right. Right?
Yeah. Delayed reaction.
Ooh, that's got some tequila in it. Oh, good night happening.
Derek drank all the tequila.
There's no
Oh, there's
way.
no tequila in there. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no way. I
That's
didn't even
good.
drink 2 ounces.
It tastes like a weaker Paloma.
Yeah, they get a little aspartame finish. Luna Azul tequila, by the way, this is what I've been using for all my parties, and people really tend to like this idea.
Goes well.
They think it's like I'm like a fucking hero, but and they're not paying me, but I will take your money, Luna Azul. We see these guys when we were at Tales of Cocktail. That bottle is probably like maybe 40 something bucks. Like you can get a bottle of Luna Azul for like $25, at least in around New Hampshire, Massachusetts area.
Yeah.
And for that taste, I don't care if it's some tequila snob's gonna be like,
Oh, it
oh,
doesn't have-
that is an autoclave, and that is not made with a standard cook. I don't fucking care. It's $25. I get it. I understand good tequila. I have good tequila. It's all over here. This
Is all the sparkle
is
Lucky
the
gone?
yeah, Sparkle Lucky's. I don't know if Sparkle Lucky's gone. If it's not, it should be because it's fucking 15 years old. Did you try this one?
Yeah.
That's really enjoyable. Come on, man. That's more bitter. Well, probably because there's no sugar.
Oh, this stuff's just good. All right.
It's smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It's very grapefruity.
Yeah.
It's got sweetness that the Fresca doesn't have, which adds to it a lot.
And it's got almost just like so the finish of this tastes like grapefruit. Like you get
Yes.
a bitter finish.
Yeah.
Not like bottled grapefruit, but more aggressively tart like a grapefruit.
Right.
This you don't get that with, even though there's no sugar in here. Maybe because it's
Well, it's fake sugar.
yeah, but it doesn't have it doesn't have the intense grapefruit. It
See, to
is-
me, that doesn't taste like a Paloma or the Squirt.
Really? That's like outside of it being. I think that's typically what you use for Palomas.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
think the Bancroft uses Squirt for their Palomas.
They may use the Mexican brand. I can't remember what it's called.
Maybe.
It starts with a J.
Oh,
Damn it!
yeah.
I had it.
Jarritos?
Yeah, Doritos. Doritos would be like that's what you want to get to.
Right.
Those are hard to get.
This is my favorite. I like the San Pellegrino one.
I might have to agree with you. I like the Squirt one.
Yeah.
Like I could drink those all day. It would be really bad for you, but because it's easy. And like it's
I just don't get the grapefruitiness.
right. It's easy, and it's a little sweet. This has that tart. This has a more all around taste profile.
Right.
Like you get the tequila, you get the grapefruit, you get a little bit of the sweetness,
Right.
which is that's it. Complex drink. It's got 2 ingredients. But I guess you got the line. But these ones, this one doesn't have any sugar at all, so you losing that dimension, and it doesn't have a lot of grapefruit. So I I would like it to have grapefruit. Would be nice. I think.
Yeah.
Squirt is fine. It's a little even. Super easy to drink. It doesn't have a lot of character to it.
Yeah.
You can even add extra tequila.
It's like a rum and coke.
Yeah.
It's a soda with the booze.
Yeah. We went through I think a whole bottle of that a couple weekends ago.
Yeah.
You also
I can
doing
see
solo
that.
cups.
Yeah, I can see that.
And we had some people that were probably, I think, 21.
Okay.
I've been told they were 21. And so they're like, oh, what are you making? I'm like, oh, here, try this. And they're like, oh, that's really good. I'm like, okay, there you go. You get a drink. And so I was like, that's called a Paloma. Of course, there's somebody there that's like, I don't remember who it was. Maybe Christina, I don't know. But she's like, oh, he's the guy that makes the YouTube videos. Like, oh, I've seen him on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. That's called a Paloma. Actually, that was Jolita. And like explaining the drink, I'm like, they're 21. It doesn't matter. She's like, oh, I've had a Paloma before. I'm like, you're not going to remember that. Just drink it. Have a good time. Like, if you're that young and you just want to drink and you don't care about the depth, the history, and all that crap,
Right.
all I told her, and I've told Gil and the other people, is like, stop buying your fucking Jose Cuervo. Because he has a bottle of Jose Cuervo. He's like, it was the silver one, right? He's like, oh, I bought this. I'm like, this is the first time I
the
met him.
traditional wasn't too bad.
It wasn't. It was silver.
Okay.
Which there's a traditional, which is a blanco.
Right.
Then there's Jose Cuervo silver, which is the same thing as gold, but it's in silver color.
Gotcha.
So I looked at it to
Minus
see.
the caramel.
Yeah. So they just left the caramel color. So you're getting less for the amount that you spent. So I was like, I had just met him. Like, I'm gonna tell you now. Like, don't ever buy that again. I'm like, here's what you want to buy. And I told him, like, you need to get Luna Zulu. He's like, I've never even heard of that. I'm like, just go. I'll bring it next time, which I did. And I'm like, try that. It's going to be better, and you're only spending like $5 more. He's like, well, it's not a, and he said, he's like, it's not a cost thing. Like, he didn't go there.
Yeah.
It's a knowledge thing. He had no idea.
Right.
Right. He's like, Jose Cuervo.
Well, think
that's
about when
the
you
brand.
went into this, right? It was to make a margarita.
Yeah.
And you didn't know.
No, I had no idea. And when I got into it, I was like, I want to have an idea. But he's like, I'm like, look, it's going to cost you more to buy this versus the $12.99 on sale product. He's like, it's not about money. He's like, that's just what I thought you were supposed to use.
Yeah. Because it's got such brand recognition.
Yeah. And brand recognition isn't just killing good cocktails. That's the point. Don't just buy shit because somebody told you to. Unless it's me, because I have nothing to gain. That's the trick. If you have nothing to gain, you can believe people.
Right. Don't believe the people with the best
Right.
interest.
Don't buy non-100% agave.
Right. And if you hear The Rock say you need to buy Terramana tequila, put it in your freezer because it's better that way, fucking, that's a signal. Don't put your tequila in the freezer because it's better that way.
Cold,
It dulls out your senses.
senses, yeah.
It's like, hey, you know what tastes better? I'm going to punch you square in the face. Try this tequila. How's that taste? Tastes great, doesn't it?
Right.
Like,
It
you don't
beats
want
a punch in the face.
Right. What would you rather have? A punch in the face by The Rock or a people's elbow? Or do you want to just have some tequila? You're going to pick the tequila every time. Well, I'd probably take people's elbow.
Yeah.
Just because
The Rock's pretty cool. So.
Yeah. But don't let that stuff cloud your judgment. Just saying. Use our coupon code for AwesomeDrinks.com. It's called Spring23. Save yourself 23% at AwesomeDrinks.com until July 31st, 2023. Also, shout out to Diana and Charles, our YouTube and Patreon subscribers that pay us, what do they call them, YouTube membership. Diana and Charles goes to patreon.com/CNC and helps us out there. If you enjoy the hard work we put in and want to pay me for it, like $3, $5, whatever, you know, I mean, you don't have to. It's just an option.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Huh. A little guilt trip for you.
Yeah.
Sidebar, there's going to be some videos. They're going to be tequila related. Down below is the Bartender Awesome Drinks Bartender Starter Kit. I don't know why I said bartender twice, but it's all there. Get yourself started making cocktails today. That's it. We're teaching you how to drink right now.
Tres Palomas. Tres Palomas. Tres Palomas.
I don't know what to do with trace, but this.
I don't know. You're like a wacky, wavy, inflatable arms guy.
Oh, wait! I heard a snap. Is that bad if I hear a
You're
snap?
too old to do that. Cut it out.
You're never too old to wave your arms in the air like you just don't care.
Like a wacky, inflatable guy.
Yeah. Which one's that? Fresca?
Fresca, I think, yeah.
You think?
I think.
Yeah.
Or you know?
It's stuff, so I must have. Oh, this is the San Pellegrino. Yeah, I kind of like that one.
It's good, right? I like San Pellegrino anyway.
Want to try to screw it?
I've had this one.
You have. Last week.
Did you guys go over there for Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a.
Gil and
cookout,
Christina
yeah.
had a cookout.
Nice.
Don and Michelle had a cookout.
Yeah, so we had to do that the day before.
Dose cookouts.
A lot of cooking out.
It's almost exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had shit to do, but then I decided I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's a long weekend. We could get stuff done. It's like party. I'm like, all right.
It happens to be a long weekend that's typically
You know
full
what?
of parties.
There's always shit to do, and I find most of it's shit that you don't actually have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so I just wanted to clean my yard, but I'm gonna pay somebody.
No,
You should see my lawn. It's this high. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but like if I did that here, I would be in the
we live
newspaper.
a neighborhood.
Yeah. No, I do too.
Yeah, I guess you do too.
Yeah, but the people in your neighborhood, they're probably doing lines of coke in the bathroom.
No, people in my neighborhood are pretty good.
At doing coke?
No, they're good people. Guys across the street are pretty
Listen,
cool.
people who do coke are not bad people. Just saying.
Yeah, we met Jay.
He's kind of because he's in the same neighborhood.
Well, like the neighbors on all sides are pretty decent.
Yeah.
I feel bad that our lawn's not mowed,
That's
but I don't have a lawnmower, so I really don't care.
I feel bad, but not that bad.
Yeah, not bad enough to go buy a lawnmower.
I know, like, but
Yeah.
Ian can't afford a lawnmower because he's got so many other expenses.
Yeah.
I've seen him at the grocery store with this little fucking tiny bag. What do you spend? Like, well, in this market, like, what, 100 bucks?
$40 every time we go.
40 bucks? I spend 230.
I'm just really cheap. There's no two ways about it. I don't know what we're doing with this, so
You're gonna
I
haul it.
don't know, but that is the
Okay.
biggest.
You know how
That
to
is
do
a
that? I
growth
think you have to
hormone
cut it.
strawberry.
It's like Brianna when she bought a car over the week. Was it weekend? No, on Thursday.
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah. So she bought a car at Merchants Auto. In Hooksett.
Merchantsauto.com.
And it's $350 a month.
Yeah.
But like, so she's doing out the math.
Oh.
That was really well. And she's like, oh, so she's all nervous. And it's hard to explain, but so what she did is she's like, I'm only going to have $60 at the end of my paycheck if I buy the car.
At the lowest payment that she
Right.
had.
At the worst time of year, without any tips factored in for her job or anything like that, she'd have $60 at the end with her paycheck.
That's good. You figure your worst case scenario. That's a good way to start.
Well,
Right. But that's after she puts $200 away for her savings and $200 or whatever for her college savings.
Both, yeah.
And so she's just put $400 away. And then she's put the car on there and she's like, I'm only going to end up with $60. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to end up with $460. You're just putting it where it
Just
needs to
choosing
go.
yeah.
And so you have savings in case something happens, and you still have money at the end of the month during the worst time of the year for you. So, like, that's not like your friends can't do that. They go out and they went out for like.
Well, it's planning. If you have a good plan and you can stick to your plan.
They went to La Coretta. Each one ordered like a margarita. Then they realized how much buying cocktails were going to cost.
Yeah.
And so they ran into some
I
issue.
think the bill came into like 100 and or 130 or something
Yeah,
like that.
but they didn't split the
And
bill.
So no one could buy it, or none of her friends could pay for the whole bill because
Right.
none of them had that kind of money.
No, none of her friends, all in their
So-
19 to 20, could not float $130 to $150 on their credit card and then have the other people Venmo them money to like pay. So you put one person puts a credit card down, everybody else Venmos them, whatever, instead of splitting the credit. So none of them could do that. She's like, I guess I'll do it because she has like thousands of dollars in her. I'm like, you'll be fine with your financing. Plus, it's gonna build your credit and do all the stuff that you need to do to grow as a
Well,
human.
it's good that she's doing this young.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because most people don't start being financially savvy until it's
No,
way,
both
way
of our
too
kids
late.
are
No,
very
they
good. They're
like
very good.
Liam won't buy clothes. He can't fit in any of his clothes, but he won't. I'm like, I will buy your clothes.
I
for
do
you.
have a connection with the kid.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Like, I'm like, where are your parents? We'll buy you clothes. He won't buy it. He bought. We're going to Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks,
Yeah.
and he bought his ticket. Right?
Yeah.
We're like, we'll get everything.
I want to be on the field, so I'm
Right.
paying to be on the field. I don't
Right.
want to be in no.
$530 a ticket.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I'm paying you." I'm like, "I wanted these seats. You were
So
coming
she-
along."
And then so he paid before Dan and Jay paid. It took them like 6 months before I got the money, right? So it was like $4,000, $2,000, $3,000, so a lot of money on the
It
credit
was
card.
for 6 people.
right?
Yeah.
And so like she does it, and I get a
Who's
Venmo.
the sixth? Is Brianna going?
Brianna's
Yeah.
going.
Oh,
Yeah.
But she's not paying because she's smart.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you're paying, cool.
Yeah.
I'm done. Liam's like, you're not gonna pay for me. I'm like, okay, that's also like both. I can see both ways.
Yeah, there's a little
There's
independence.
the pride
there.
and the
There's nothing wrong with
independence,
that.
and there's somebody going, I'm gonna be cheap about this because if I'm gonna get it for free.
I wanted to sit on the thing, so
Right.
I didn't think it was fair to make the kids pay a more expensive price because I
Right.
want to be closer.
Right.
These people are hitting their 70s. They're not gonna be around forever. If you want to see them, you can like I can say I saw Pink Floyd,
Right.
right? Like they could say someday
And
they've
that
seen
was their
two
last.
people.
That was their last show, wasn't it? Around here, or tour, I should say. Not
American
show.
Tour '94.
Rich simple. We just add
I
a
am
little bit.
Lord. Oh, Rich Simple. Yeah, you want to fake it?
Yeah, we'll just add a little bit more simple.
Sure.
Bourbon. What do you want to use for bourbon?
What are we making?
I don't know.
Oh, Kentucky vodka.
Let's see the ingredients.
Probably something that's moderately.
I'm guessing it doesn't have squirt in it.
It does not have squirt. Let's use that.
Good
Let's
call.
use the one I was using before. That should do.
Larceny.
92 proof. Larceny. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're good.
Is there anything to this, or we're just
Oh, you
kind
mean
of
like the instructions?
yeah? Anything special?
You know, just mix it.
Ginger beer. There's ginger beer in here.
It's right there.
You got it already. It's right there. I didn't even buy the diet one. Dick. Double strain. Collins glass. You need another one? Or you got?
Oh, I put it down. I put the tea hat back here.
Ba-ding!
Ba-ding. Ba-ding.
All
All
right.
right.
I should have did that, but ready?
I'm gonna chop this up before I muddle it a little bit.
That's
That's
fine.
okay.
That way it doesn't just sit on the
Yeah,
end of
it's
your
just not
muddler.
a blob. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Combat Cocktails. Ian and Derek are gonna make for you. Oh, Ian, I'm gonna yell a lot. We're gonna make the Kentucky Buck. This is a recipe that I stole off a Difference Guide. You know what? Hold this rant.
What do you got?
The ingredients are gonna be 1 strawberry. You're gonna hull it. Basically get out the insides. 2 ounces of bourbon. 3/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice. 1/2 ounce of rich simple syrup. 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, and you're gonna top it with ginger beer. Muddle the strawberry in the shaker. All but the ginger beer are gonna go into the shaker. Then you're gonna shake it. Then you're gonna strain it with a double strainer to get out all the strawberry pieces, and make yourself a nice highball Collins glass drink.
Rant.
You know why I hate Difference Guide?
Why?
The fuckers won't let you copy and paste. They put a JavaScript in there so you can't copy and paste. What is the point of that? Like, at this juncture of where we are with the internet,
Yeah.
don't you think it would just be easier to let me copy and paste your shit? Because I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
I can screenshot,
Type it.
I can type it, which is what I did, right? And at the end of the day, I could disable JavaScript in my fucking browser and just copy and paste it anyway. But I didn't. Why?
'Cause it's a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the ass. I didn't want to go to the JavaScript console. I just left it there. And I don't understand what you were attempting to stop me from doing. These recipes were not invented by Difference Guide. They were not curated by Difference Guide. The only thing they have in there that's their own, maybe, potentially, could be little blurbs on their history and stuff. Other than that, it's a fucking recipe that everybody has. So let me use it just like you are. Because I went to another site and they said, you have looked at too many recipes. Do you want to buy a subscription? I said, no, fuck you. I can get palomas anywhere. And I went to another website. Right? I have a website that does this stuff. I will publish these out there in spite of you, and everybody gets them for free. So fuck all y'all.
Felix said I literally screenshot the page.
Yeah, it's like you've presented information on the internet. So now it's for everybody.
It's now public domain.
Yeah, it's for everybody. All the recipes I post out there, they're for everybody. You want to copy them?
Probably
Fine.
in one of the AI models by now.
If you go out to ChatGPT, it will probably do it. It's not going to give Difference Guide fucking credit for it, but it's going to come up with the recipe magically.
It's a fair rant.
It's just, it annoys me
I miss
every
the days
time.
of the soapbox.
Where's my soapbox? Son of a bitch. It's done it forever, and I was like, when are we gonna finish this copy and paste bullshit? Like you hit copy and paste, like you can't do that. I'm like, I'm a web developer. I know exactly what you did, and I would never do that to a customer because that's bullshit.
Well, are you really a customer?
I think so.
you
I
pay
gave
them?
them fucking
Well,
credit.
Yeah,
People
use
can go
their
out there.
webpage.
I don't have to, but I did it.
True.
We're gonna add ice to this.
Maybe. See how much goes in there. We're gonna top the ginger.
It smells nice and sweet. smells like strawberries.
There's a good reason.
Did
for
you
that.
try the strawberry?
Yeah,
Is
it was
it-
too big to muddle the whole thing, so I had to take a couple pieces.
Was it any good?
It's pretty good.
Because that was my fears. Like at this time of year, I wasn't sure if I was gonna get
What
strawberries.
drink number are we on?
Man.
Someone asked.
What?
What drink number are we on? Somebody
Oh
asked.
shit.
5.
Let's see. We've got Pim's Cup next, and then I think we're done.
Oh, so, however many we did, we're the second to last.
Yeah. I didn't count them all. Probably 5. I'm gonna go. Our executive producers, Stephen Foisey and Daniel Ontiveros. Daniel's from Patreon. Steven's actually on YouTube and Patreon. He's giving me double the funds. Steven's probably the most, best executive producer. Well, let's face it. It's
The
a
most-
funny
the
name
most
to basically
bestest.
saying somebody supports our work. And very few people do that. So, Steven's been there for years, donating every month.
He probably forgot that he donates.
I was going through the list today, and I'm like, I wonder how many people are going to be like, shit, I'm still doing that? And then they go and disable it. And it's cool. Like, if you don't want to pay, or you don't watch the show, I get it. Like, if you don't want to pay for the show anymore, or you don't have any money right now, I get it. But I know other people do watch and they never pay. And I try for the stuff that I'm a dedicated fan to, I pay for
contribute.
it. I give people money.
I watch and never subscribe, so I can't talk.
Like Breaking Points, I watch for news because they're in the middle, and I'd like to encourage people to not
That
watch
is a cool color.
Fox or CNN, so I try to pay them for their service because they don't have ads. And you want to have news reporting that doesn't have bias. You don't have ads. How do you do that? You have to do it through customer viewership support. So I pay them.
That's a cool color.
More state support than your state media.
Right, but that's not what that's not what I'm looking for.
Right.
Well, it's not North Korea or
Isn't that like NPR is technically state media?
I don't.
National
It's-
Public Radio, funded by taxpayer dollars and donations.
But if it's funded by taxpayer dollars and donations, is it?
Taxpayer dollars. It becomes
Yeah,
state.
it has to be through the state to get those taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it has
you're
to
not
be
getting
state
taxed
media.
outside of the
But I
government.
think I don't listen to NPR. It's just not politically any reason. But I thought it was.
No, I'm just saying
neutral,
I don't listen to.
I think
but,
they're.
but it's technically
it would be state funded.
Right.
Something funded media. It's
Yeah.
got taxes in it.
yeah
It's
exactly.
either state taxes or federal taxes.
Well, when I say state funded,
You
that
mean
means
the
that
the
could be
state of
the
the
state
union?
United States. Yeah,
The state of the union.
All of them, they're
Yeah.
united.
that looks Bloody Mary-ish, but
God, I hope not. Oh, it's so much better than Bloody Mary.
No,
It's got a little foam to it.
little bit.
Oh, it tastes like
like
strawberries.
with a clamato.
Yeah.
Oh, God. None of those
It's
things.
really cool looking though.
It's really tasty.
Yeah, it tastes like strawberries.
Yeah,
The rum is kind of hiding in there. The strawberry and
There's no
ginger's
rum in
nice.
there.
There's no rum.
Not
so
rum.
good thing you don't taste
Fuck.
any.
That
Yeah.
stuff I'm looking at.
it's hiding better than you thought it was.
The larceny rum is hiding.
And the
Bourbon
ginger beer is
rum
not
is
too potent in
hiding.
there.
No, I was gonna get Bundaberg. Bundaberg,
Yeah, Bundaberg.
the Australian one. I couldn't figure out which one was gonna be zingier.
This is a good go-to.
I went with that because I know Goslings.
Yeah.
And the other one I wasn't sure about, but people give me so much shit. They're like, "Why don't you ever taste any Bundaberg rum?" I'm like, "I don't know, because no one has any. I can't get it. So, you're in Australia. I can't get your shit.
We've used the Q before, which is pretty good.
Yeah, Q is really
When,
good.
when you have it, it's a little
Yeah,
more
I can't
expensive.
get Q either. Can I get Q? I might have been able to get Q.
In the liquor store, I think they have. Well, I don't know if they
No.
anymore.
If you
They
go
were-
to if you go to the section of the alcohol, if you go to the section in we're in a state where the government controls liquor sales. So in some states, you just go to wherever you go to, and they have Jägermeister.
Right, like the state, that's 2 miles away from
Right.
us.
We can't do that. So the only thing
Well,
we
we
can
can
get,
if we go 2 miles away
right,
from
we'd
us.
have to drive and pay taxes for it. But for us, you can't
Yeah,
get
it's
alcohol
usually
at a
cheaper
grocery
if
store.
we get it from our alcohol store.
Right,
Yeah.
we'll have a better deal, but you can't. You have to go to a special store. If I'm at the grocery store, I can't get alcohol. Other people can.
You can get wine
but
and
there's
beer,
still you can get wine and beer. But there's still a section for cocktail stuff, and in that section you have your Bloody Mary mixes, your margarita mixes, your daiquiri. In there, they also sometimes in your Angostura they'll have Q
Yeah, which is 45% alcohol. So
Yeah.
if you're interested in making
shots.
no,
Oh. Chicago Southsides?
No,
No,
the
the one
drink.
that you like, right?
Bermuda bar.
Trinidad sour.
Trinidad sours, which Angostura is the
sour.
primary ingredient. You can get away with it.
It's gonna be strong. But in that section they have Q. Usually,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
check there. I went to the soda section where they have ginger beer.
Bob says he's seen Bundenberg at Target.
The root beers and those, not the rums.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
the alcohol. I can get the sodas. This is tasty. I mean, this is where I would like to be for whiskey sour this time of year. Like, I still like whiskey, but it's hard to find a good excuse to drink whiskey because everything tends to be lemon forward and like all.
Or Ongo and like.
Well, that's a good
spicy.
excuse right there because
You still have your
strawberries tend to
lemon.
be spring fruits, but I mean, as they get a
All
little.
summer.
Are they summer? I'm trying to remember
I
when.
think they go through all this.
'Cause
We
used to
go
pick
through
'em.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did we. We had them all in the front yard.
Yeah.
I think
mean, there's like strawberry farms. There's a strawberry farm down the street from my sister's place that we used to.
Yeah.
I think they grew all year. Like it just kept making
I think you
strawberries.
pick them in this like around when you pick blueberries, right? And
No,
a little bit before apples.
strawberries, I think, start pretty early,
Do they?
and then like they just keep growing. But after I think 7 years, they die.
Right.
So you have to like keep it's a pain.
Yeah, rotate. Yeah.
I strawberries would be fun to own. I tried it once, and here's the problem: small animals like strawberries, so you never get any. You
Turns
have
out
a
they're delicious
lot.
and everybody likes
They're
them.
delicious. So the
Just
right.
like our blueberries. We
Yeah.
never got
So the
blueberries or
squirrels,
blackberries.
the chipmunks, they all eat them.
Birds.
The
Yeah.
rabbits. So I don't have strawberries.
We have a possum that eats our grapes.
Mm.
But we have plenty of grapes.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to plenty of the fruit. So like I let the possum eat them. I watch him on the Ring doorbell. He's big enough that he actually sets off the alarm.
Nice.
And I see him walking up there, and he goes and picks a couple off, and goes to the other tree and picks a couple off. And
It's going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Going shopping.
he shops. And then he came around this last couple weeks, and he's just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's
Where-
no
What the hell?
grapes
Where
here.
are my grapes?
Did you pick?
Hmm?
Did you pick them?
They don't grow until the end of the year, but he doesn't know that.
Gotcha.
They're still sprouting
He's
out
figuring
fucking
it out.
leaves. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll get there. About 6 months.
Damn possums.
I'm in New Hampshire now too. After
living
living in Florida,
oh, there's a change for you.
that's weird. Everybody always goes the other direction.
So I know what you're talking about.
I've never seen
Yeah, in
anyone.
California. Wow.
Yeah,
You went from Florida to California to New Hampshire. Holy crap.
that's a lot of work. Anyway, so spring 23, save 23% off at awesomegrace.com. You can get your Collins glasses. You can get some bitters from Scrappy's. I got a few left from Bitter Cube. I'm trying to sell out as many as I can. So if you buy them, it helps me too, because then I don't have to deal with having all the inventory.
Help him help you.
Help me help you get things for cheap monies. So go to awesomegrace.com and get that. If you need a bartender starter kit, guess what? It's down below. Also, we got a sidebar over here, and that has more videos. They're going to be probably bourbon and spring related and flavorful and fruitiness. So stay tuned for next week's video when we do a Pim's Cup, because that also has a strawberry, but it's only a
That
garnish.
is the best drink ever.
Good drink. Good drink. A lot of work. Good drink.
A lot of work.
Not as much
That's
as the
another one you never want to make at party.
No, the Pim's Cup's pretty easy.
not as much as the gin fizz.
It's the garnishes that you got to deal with.
Right.
No, you got a lot of muddling, don't you?
No muddling in a Pim's Cup.
Oh, alright.
That's it. We're teaching you how to drink. I just looked at the recipe. That's how I knew. I thought it was a lot of work too, but it's just like lemon and Pims, and then you put a bunch of peppers on there. Today we're gonna make. What are we doing? What are we here for? What are we doing?
We're gonna make a red-looking drink.
Oh, this is cool,
Yeah.
and it's not Bloody Mary, so I'm happy.
Right.
So stay tuned for some of that action.
And two happy guys.
Stay tuned to find out what it is.
Two
Or
happy
read the title
guys.
below the video.
Stay tuned or read.
Nobody's gonna read.
Yeah, reading is hard.
Probably make that.
That's
in.
why we have ChatGPT. It reads for us
Right.
now.
I don't need to read. I don't
Summarize this shit. Will
I
ya?
don't need to do any work anymore. Fuck this. I need a model that just makes me YouTube videos.
You probably could do that.
Okay, cucumber
This is really
slice, I could
good.
do mince break, I could do lemon wheels, orange wheels. Oh, I could do that too. Let me get a
Ginger ale.
Why
lemon
is
orange.
it like carbonated?
Because there's
It's
ginger
ginger
beer.
Oh, ginger beer.
We just had that conversation.
Well, no.
Remember?
Actually, I didn't.
Cucumber. I think.
That's a fantastic drink.
Right?
I don't even taste rum. Don't know why.
Poor Derek. Always getting
What?
picked on.
You don't have to drive into Mass to get good rum.
I still wish we could get Maison.
You can get it's really good rum. You can get Penny Blue. That's good rum.
Penny Blue's good.
You can also get El Dorado.
What?
That's not silver rum, but that's good rum.
I wish we could get Maison. That's the one thing I wish we
can't
could get.
Maison.
I love Maison. It
He
was,
said he has to drive into Mass to get good rum. That's not the truth.
Ian?
No.
He knows about rum.
Roger.
Roger. You don't have to drive into Mass to get good rum. You just have to drive into Mass to get a bigger selection of rum. Like, what rum do you need? We don't have El Dorado, if that's what's said.
I said, yeah, we have El Dorado.
No.
We used to.
Never.
Oh, alright, I lied.
I go to Drumhill Rotary for El
You
Dorado.
can't get El Dorado, well, you can go to Burlington too. Total lie.
I would go to Total Wine, but that goes against what he just said. So for rum here, we have
You can
pretty
get Penny
good.
Blue. I bought Penny Blue when I
We
was
have Penny
in
Blue
store.
XL. If you're looking for just mixer stuff, we
Bacardi.
don't have. What are you doing?
We actually buy a lot of the rum.
You
What
can
are
get
you
cruise
doing?
sheet.
Are you eating the strawberries?
But he's eating it with his hands like a baby. Like you can get Mount Gay Eclipse.
baby.
That's good stuff.
Don't go for
You
Myers
can't get
and
Smith and Cross. You have to go to like Burlington for that. Can't get Plantation. Sometimes you can get Plantation. It depends on the crap
Brady's
shoot.
like, yes, nope.
Plantation's good.
Yes. Oh look, Booze on the Rocks has made it. The only person I know on YouTube whose videos are actually
Plantation has
increasing
good
in
rum.
views.
But you can't
Nope.
always get that. As that Plantation's good, but you can't always get
You
that.
can't. Yeah, the Plantation. You can't get Plantation
The person on
3
YouTube
star.
whose drinks are what?
Booze on the Rocks. His is the only YouTube channel I know of that makes
Oh,
cocktails
you
that's
can't get
going
Penny
up
Blue
in views.
anymore?
Nice.
Huh? Oh, I don't know.
He said PB, not anymore.
He was
I'm
like a
guessing
high
that's
quality
Penny Blue.
post-production kind of thing, doesn't he?
No, that's How to Drink. I mean, he
Oh,
does, but not like
Oh,
the
I'm
guy.
thinking, maybe I'm
Like How to Drink. That guy spends. I think he was spending. Last time I talked to him, which was years ago,
All right,
He spent-
Roger, maybe you have a point.
like $8,000 to make like 2 months of videos.
Jesus.
Because he would rent, like he's a producer or something like that. So he rents the cameras, he rents the studio, he gets craft services for the people.
Oh, shit.
But he does it all because his original idea was he was using it kind of to showcase his editing or
Gotcha.
his production.
That makes sense.
And so he didn't care how much he was spending.
Right, because it was not.
But
the
then
point.
then he got like, I don't know, a lot of views. I don't think he ever made the money back. So at the end of the day, I might not get a lot of views, but it didn't cost me anything. I just fucking drink on camera.
Well, it cost you a couple cameras.
Okay, so it did cost me like $8,000, but
And a bar setup.
so that's like $5,000. And then other cameras before this, but that was fun.
but
like-
you've
But you own
made,
it, too.
You've made a little bit of
Yeah.
money, you know?
No, I think all of that that
You
camera.
saved up for that camera.
Right, this camera here was actually Patreon subscribers. It was like 2 years worth of saving up for Patreon, or at least 2 years. That camera was the same, I think. They were all paid for by the actual viewers. It just takes a long time when you only have like say 11 people donating to get enough money to spend $3,000 on a camera. So here's the deal. It's a really simple drink, but you just gotta fucking garnish the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like this drink has a whole bunch of stuff. The last time we did it, we smoked it.
Cucumbers and
We had the smoker and all
We'll
that
get it. We'll get it.
shit. Oh, let me start the cameras. We'll get it done!
We'll get it done.
I have to pee
Now? Is this,
now.
And now the whole internet knows.
Yeah.
you're making it sound like this is our fault.
Internet can know that humans pee.
I have to pee now. Like, is it our fault for feeding her drinks?
It is.
If you didn't feed me drinks, I wouldn't have to pee right now. I'd be upstairs drinking water.
You're not a
It goes
victim.
to the
Whoa.
bathroom.
That's like a chip.
22.
It should. It's losing its crunch, but it's getting. I've had it for a week.
This is a big drink. I like this drink.
Ready? Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. Today, Ian and Dirk can make for you a Pim's Cup. This is a simple recipe with complicated garnishes. And if you know us, we don't typically do a lot of garnishes, so this is complicated for us. It's only got 2 basic ingredients. 2 ounces of Pim's number 1, ½ ounce of lemon juice, freshly squeezed. You're gonna, we need ginger ale to top it. You got that already good. Well, and some ginger ale to top it. And then,
That's it.
that's it. Then you're gonna add cucumber slices, mint sprigs, strawberries, lemon wheels, orange wheels, all of those things on top, and that's what makes it spring. Otherwise, it's just a drink with a couple ingredients in it, one of which is some weird friggin' ingredient from like London or some shit. Where's this from? It's someplace. It's from Great Britain.
I was gonna say, I think it's British.
So that could be anywhere.
Felix
Oh, it says
said,
London.
We smoked it last time. My dude, that's called a Pim's Bong.
I don't know where the glass. We had a circular glass. I was selling it for a while from like another place in some other country. In a smoker, I was selling those too. All of these things are great, except for they cost me a fucking fortune to buy the glasses. And the smokers, I was getting a lot of illegal people. Are people trying to like buy them illegally? Or they were doing weird shit like stolen credit cards and stuff. I don't know what it is with smokers that like people buy cocktail stuff from me all the time, but you sell a smoker and everybody's like, "Oh, I need to use stolen credit cards for that shit." It was the weirdest thing. So I always had to scan all the sales because it was like $100.
Roger's right. You can't get any Gifford products in New Hampshire.
Gifford, but yes you can. Yes you can. You can get one. What the fuck was it?
Orange. We found
Yeah,
the
it was
orange, right?
orange,
I
right?
don't know if it's still in New Hampshire. If it's still there. Though.
Where is that? Yeah, I was all excited because we had that one product.
It's in there, I think. I think I just saw it when I was looking for stuff.
I don't know what the bottle looks like. Oh, look what I found. Want some Jose Cuervo?
Oh.
This is the same bottle I've had.
To tell people not to get.
I only bought this to tell people not to drink it. I did once empty it and filled it with apple juice and then drank it for an April Fool's video. People still watch it and go, I can't believe you did that. Like, fuck, watch the timestamp. So, I don't know. There's a video I did on Pim's Cup in the past. You can figure out all the history behind Pim's. This is number one. It's one of the different ones. I think it's the...
Kyle's in the chat.
Kyle.
I haven't had a Pim's Cup since we were down in New Orleans.
Yes!
For Tales of the Cocktail.
Nice.
You
I was
can
gonna
get
say,
these.
Pim's is like very big down there, right?
Yeah.
You can get a Pim's
Kyle,
Cup.
we still talk about that drink that you and Jalita had.
Yeah.
The King's Cup or whatever it's called.
That huge.
If it makes you feel special, Kyle Wood, because of that shot you did with you and Jalitha that were drinking the big glass, I have all my photos in my photo roll thingy on the iCloud photos. So my screensaver, it just plays my iCloud photos of all of them I've ever printed. So sometimes I'll be sitting there like looking at some D&D rule book stuff or whatever. I'll look up and there's Kyle and Jalitha drinking this big ass fucking champagne drink.
Oh, and we also tell the story how you wouldn't come into the
Oh, you wouldn't go into the drag queen bar? The drag bar?
Drag bar.
He's like, I'm just gonna wait out here. I'm like, oh well, I see the point. That's right. This is a drink that just has a bunch of freaking garnishes built into it. You can get these in Louisiana.
Midas Cup, that's what it was. Yes.
Yeah, the Midas Cup. That's right.
Midas Cup, yeah.
The only place I've ever had a Pim's Cup in New Orleans is at the
I get them all the time
Carousel
in New Orleans,
bar.
'cause I don't
The
have
Monteleone Hotel.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like that on their own.
Push it down. That's
Which
a lot
has
of
been-
garnish. I think
It was a
No, that's right.
strawberry
That's how it's
champagne
supposed to be.
drink.
Yes. Judith likes her champagne.
She does.
Marker right about there. I like how you slid them down the
Yeah, I was
side
trying to do
like
something
that.
with the cucumbers like that.
Yeah, rather than just
And then I
like
fucked
circles.
everything else up.
Why? It looks just like a Pim's Cup should look. You just jam a bunch of shit in there.
Perfect.
Does it fit on my camera? Nice.
Oh wait, the Luna Zoo bottle was kind of in the way.
Luna Zool. Oh, this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's heavy. Watch your penis.
Oh, but that was hiding a bunch of.
Oh my god. Oh, the mint?
The drinks. No, the drinks.
Oh, the drinks. You can see the drinks there.
Yeah.
I have my. See the on camera. It like looks clean,
Yeah.
but it's fucking chaos right on the other side of both of the sides.
Alright. I guess that's probably good.
Oh my god.
You
Don't
can
say I
cut it.
guess.
You can snip it.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I see. Because that other glass in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on that. So I don't know. Like, do you let it kind of, I guess, infuse? Like, it's been infusing for a little bit. Like, you want?
I think infusions take a little longer.
Well, yeah, but
Not
it's,
like 2 minutes.
how long you got?
Maybe you stir it up and jab with the straw a couple times. Let things. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm guessing you can do whatever you want to do.
You know what I want to do?
All rules are off once you start putting cucumber slices in your drink.
How about I just hero that shit and drink it? The
There you go. Bobby says when you're seeing double, you only need half the light.
This is true.
wait, is that like
What do you need twice?
sounds like an aperture joke. My f-stop's at 7.2 right now. The
How do you call it?
the
F-stop.
the f-stop. Did you get like the brown sugar flavor, like, or whatever that is? Like I tried this earlier because I've had this
I
for a
got
while,
vegetable flavor.
and I was like, "What does that taste?" What did you think have? What was it?
I think the garnish has infused a little bit.
In 2 minutes? I thought it says made in North Korea, but it says.
In North Korea.
How many drinks does it take for you to think that
Norwalk, Connecticut.
imported by Diageo, North America? No,
North Korea.
it's North Korea.
I'm thinking we're not important.
They don't even have
from
light
North Korea.
They don't know what there?
Light.
Light.
They don't have the sun. The sun just doesn't come out there.
The sun is their leader.
True.
He decides to shed light on the people.
True.
Well, no, like so
Fair enough.
I was having it. Liam had this political class, and we got in this debate, and we came up with North Korea, and I explained to him like they don't. He said something I'm like their people don't even have power. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like fucking power, light your house. He's like,
Right.
They have to have light. So I showed him the map. You ever see the map of the light
yeah.
pattern? And the only place on the earth where it's dark is in North Korea.
Korea.
And I'm like, this. He's like, that's Photoshop. I'm like, okay, there's 700 of these pictures from satellites. There's no light there. He's like, well, maybe they all have their lights off because they went to bed. I'm like, look at fucking China. It's right beside it. Are you telling me everybody in China is still awake, but everybody in North Korea hit their bedtime? They don't have fucking power.
Some weird stories that come out of North Korea.
I mean, granted, maybe he said that they have to all go to bed by 9 o'clock. I don't know.
They might have to.
They gotta get up early and like harvest their poop. Real story.
You watched the Joe Rogan interview
No, with who?
with the lady that came from North Korea?
Oh, I've seen her.
That's a fucking crazy story.
Yeah.
She's like,
Young Soon Kim or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Like
Young
the-
Me Park.
she's like, oh yeah, all she had to do is get sold to sex slaves to get out
Right.
from China, and like this is the
It's
like
insane. Yeah.
insanity. I don't know how we got on that. They don't have pimps up there.
No Pim's Cups in North Korea.
You will not get a Pim's Cup in North Korea.
Or maybe you will. What do we know?
If you do, you can't find it because you don't have any light.
Right. Or drinking in the day. Which there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
you
that.
could drink in the
Day drinking? You think he lets you
drinking
day
is
drink
awesome.
there?
Day drinking's awesome.
Day
Yeah.
drinking's awesome.
That's
But-
something you can only do in America.
Right.
Right. And
America.
obviously in Great Britain because
In Great Britain.
Pim's is
Because
from-
they're great.
Right.
They can't be
Because
great
they're
without
great.
day drinking.
So
And they're Britain.
the confusion. Oh, our executive producer is Kyle Jorgensen, Sam Schwartz from Patreon, patreon.com/CMC if you want to help me fund my next camera when they go to 8K. The confusion behind this drink, which I think y'all both said, was that it's complicated. It's only as complicated as you want to make it.
Right.
The drink itself is just Pimm's, lemon juice, and ginger ale. But then you put all the fruit in
Yeah,
there.
you get all that fruit.
And so there's the good and the bad. The good is when you finish this drink, you just add Pimm's and your lemon juice and your ginger ale.
And you get another drink.
You can
Or
do that.
You just eat it.
You can do the whole. You do that at the end, and you just keep refilling it with all your fruits in there. Put a solo cup or whatever.
It's
You're
like
fine.
a one-serve sangria over and over and
Right.
over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you let it sit in there and fester and get all the juices. Eventually, you eat the Pimm's flavored fruits, but it's only complicated the first time because you got to do like this, whatever.
Right. Whatever you want to do. You can get fancy.
Right. I just happened to have all the fruit, and I was like super excited.
I could see getting really fancy if you like cutting things.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You
yeah.
think
I
about
could
like,
have done like so many thin sliced strawberries.
and you could have done one of those thin slices of these,
usually
put them
do
on a
the-
stick, and like
Oh,
weave
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
in.
You can have a
chips.
blast with this stuff.
Yeah. So it's only as complicated as you want to make it. We
Yeah.
just thinking really complicated.
I think when you put it in terms of one serving of garnish, infinite servings of drink,
There you go.
put some time into it.
Infinite servings as much as you have in here.
Right.
The taste
Well, if you
profile,
drink that whole bottle, that's a bad night.
probably it's only 25% alcohol, so there's probably a lot of sugar in there.
We've killed
Well, and that's
much
the-
stronger bottles of stuff.
Yes, but the sugar leads to the hangover.
Why does it say that? Oh, really? There's a
So,
watermark.
okay, it's a bad next day.
Yeah. It says original, only with watermark. Are you telling me people are duplicating this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, $20
What?
going towards the next Pims.
Thank you, Segiel. We will have to buy a bottle of Pims in your honor. And I don't even know if we can get this in New Hampshire.
That's a good. Well, at least we're not far from Mass.
Yeah. we're
So,
not far from that.
when I was
And in
looking...
Mass, you can just order
We're
stuff.
basically northern Massachusetts,
Yes.
let's face it.
Yeah.
When I was looking through the different recipes to do and I saw Pim's Cup, I was like, I should have Pim's, but it's been a while. So I checked it. I'm like, okay, it's been a while, and it's half empty, so I drank it. I'm like, oh, it doesn't
Tastes like
taste
Pim's.
bad. I don't know what Pim's is supposed to taste like, but it tastes like flavorful and had like that brown sugar like flavor to it, like almost like a little cherry or whatever, like fruity. So it made sense.
480 in stock in New Hampshire.
Holy shit! I could get Pim's.
Yeah.
What's a Pim's bottle cost? $20?
Yeah. $20.
Oh, for 750 milliliter, $20.
Yeah.
Well, so we actually bought
Dude,
Pims bottle.
you literally paid the exact price of a Pim's bottle in New Hampshire. That's pretty interesting. So that might be something we could do like at the pool this summer if we just did Pim's and
There you go.
like put those things in there with some ginger ale and then just throw fruit in there.
Have someone have fun with a knife and go
Or
crazy.
you just
Yeah.
batch
You bring the
it
fruit
and then
separately.
They pour the ginger ale on top.
Yeah. You could batch it and then you could
there's
just.
3 at the Market Basket, one in Hudson.
That's pretty close.
That one's tiny.
5 minutes.
They
Doesn't
give
matter
it
how
to
tiny
you.
it is if they
Well,
have
they
it.
have 3 of those, so
Yeah. Do they though?
So if you batch it
they're
though,
pretty accurate.
so executive call here. If
Except
I
for
was,
when I went looking for whiskey there.
yeah, they don't go there for like exotic stuff. They do have a good
They have
selection.
18 on exit 6 if you want.
So, if you were to make this in batches, would you put the fruit in the batch thing itself, in like in
Yes.
the jug?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
then they're not going to get fruit in their drink, though.
Well,
So
you
do
can
you
do
have to
like a
have
sangria.
second?
You can do it like a sangria and scoop some out
Yeah,
and put it in a
let's
drink.
see.
Yeah, but the way I have one of the ones, is it around here? No, I don't have it around here. But it's like it has a little.
Or you could have a
The lever?
secondary, you could have a secondary batch of cut up fruit.
Yeah, so put some in there to give it the flavor essences and stuff, and then have a little on the side for kind of
Right,
just make
for
it look cool.
freshness.
Yeah, then you know when they come back and ask for a drink which one it was, because it's the only one that has a pile of fruit in it.
Right.
You might have to try that this
It's
year.
not bad.
It's not a bad idea. So then the Pims will end up going to everybody else, not me, because I make drinks for everybody.
That's what
What is
happens.
I educate.
Speaking of sugar, I use allulose for my simple syrup.
Allulose?
ALLULOSE.
Sounds like
The
a
hell is
different type
that?
of sugar. You got glucose, sucrose, dextrose, lactose, and allulose, I guess.
That sounds like some
Allulose.
scientific shit happening. That's in the Matrix. I don't know what country you're in where you guys are allowed to have that shit.
He's in New Hampshire.
Okay. Well, I don't know what kind of communist bullshit that is. Well, whatever. I mean, if that's it could be done, then I would do it.
Very open-minded, you.
That's fascist sugar.
Fascist sugar.
Yeah.
From the bones of our enemies.
Yeah, exactly. From the bones of our enemies. Speaking of the bones of our enemies, Spring 23 is at 23% at AwesomeFish.com.
I can totally see how that relates.
This is called the Chicago Highball Glass. I have 24 of those in stock at this moment in time on Saturday, the 3rd of June, 2023. There's 24 of them. I know, because I just did an inventory count because I was way off.
Yeah.
So I had one.
Now you're not.
No, I'm not. So there's 24 of those. You should get yourself some Chicago Highball glasses. They're fantastically sexy. And if you're not using red solo cups, this is the next best thing. You can also get yourself some bitters and scrappies on sale, plus the discount code. All of those things wrapped into one. It's like Christmas in June. And this coupon code goes until July 31st, 2023. So get on there and start shopping around. I'm trying to get rid of some of those bitters, and you can have them. That is it, my friends. Since Ian's already over there
Making ice.
making ice slowly, you gotta get those electrons really slow down. We're gonna have a sidebar over here. There's gonna be more spring drinks, and then down below is the bartender starter kit from AwesomeDrinks.com, which you can also use Spring 23 to save money on. And that is it, my friends. We'll teach you how to drink.
Leading.
Today we're making a garden in a glass, also known as the Pim's Cup.
Garden.
Yeah,
I smell cucumbers.
garden.
Gardens are cool.
Gardens are always cool.
Somebody else is taking care of it.
Yeah. As long as it's not your garden, because there's too many fucking weeds.
I want to try. Even though I know what a pin stuff tastes like.
Tastes like that.
Tastes like awesome.
Tastes like cucumbers and strawberries and lemons and oranges and gingers
And Pims.
and some pims in there.
I really don't even know what Pims taste like. There's so much stuff in here.
It kind of tastes like that. Well, it's like regular sugar. I have a friend from England tell me about pims. Now you have a friend from New Hampshire that told you about pims. And it's available in a store near you. And they're not even paying me, but I take your money. Ice. It still looks like water to me.
Working on it.
Did we go through all of it now?
What's that?
Is that all of the ice?
Well, there's 3 trays that we filled up earlier, and I think there was 1 tray left that was frozen out there.
Oh.
And there's 2 cubes left in here that are mostly melted.
Mostly
That's
That's
melted.
the inventory. Do you need these for anything?
Not specifically. We did it. We made it through the whole season.
The whole season?
The whole season.
All season.
So, I don't know what July looks like for people. We'll see.
Oh, it's June 2022. Okay. I'm like, oh, you already got June, but that's not June.
No, because I archived everything up until June of last year.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I have June there to see what I was doing last time. We did all tiki drinks last June.
Yes.
But those actually went out. Oh, we went all the way to July 21st last time with the Samoan fog cutter. So July is, when Stan go to Spain?
Spain? I don't remember. He's going to India in a couple of weeks.
Wait, what? No, that's different though.
Yeah, Spain is in September or something.
Yeah, Spain? I thought it was July. Oh no, yeah.
I don't know. He's.
You're gonna carry all those ice cubes?
I don't know.
I see the water. Carries a stack of ice cube trays like this with water in them, and he thinks he's gonna make it. This should be interesting. I mean, it's just water. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, to refill it.
Fair enough. Let's see. Do we still have people in here? Yeah, 15 people. So we go. We did it. Anybody have any questions? Since we have apparently 15 people in the chat room. Ah! Did you clean this already?
Yeah.
Huh. Then never mind. Are you sure? Did you clean it with soap?
Oh, no.
Oh no. Ian doesn't like to clean things with soap.
Well, it's just that sink is really small.
It is small.
It's great for rinsing stuff off.
I was just gonna eat cucumber.
Hmm?
I was just gonna eat cucumber.
Oh, there you go.
I like the European cucumbers.
Is that a European cucumber?
No. Too many seeds.
Oh, okay.
The European cucumbers are the small ones, so it's like dildos.
Oh, okay. That's why you like them. That explains things.
They also have a lot of, they don't have a lot of seeds in them, so they're good for like salads.
We finished up before 10, huh?
Oh, yeah. We started like a half hour late.
What's your favorite winter tipple, Derek?
What's that?
What's your favorite winter tipple?
Winter? The hell are you?
Australia.
My favorite winter drink. My current favorite winter drink would be the Amaro Manhattan.
There you go.
Because sit down, watch some Star Trek or whatever. Just bourbon, 2 ounces of bourbon, half ounce of Amaro. Like I tried to change it up on the Amaros. I was using Bully Boy. That's good. Montenegro was Lay's what I was doing. A little Fernet. No, not Fernet. Averna. Oh, here's my Montenegro. I brought it downstairs. I bought that a little while ago at Total Wine. It's kind of on the light side. It's not as bitter as some of the other ones. But like 2 ounces of bourbon, half ounce of
It's
that.
the
Couple
coffee
bitters.
flavor tomorrow. That's pretty good.
Averna.
Is Averna? Yeah, Averna.
Yeah.
Like that.
I did a little Averna, like a black Manhattan. It's super simple, so it's good for the wintertime. Jennifer didn't. She never really mixed anything. She just takes bourbon and puts it in a glass.
What?
Your winter cocktail.
Bourbon is the drink.
Yeah.
Well, she does like ice ball bourbon.
No, I do sugar cube with Ongo on it.
So like a old
No.
fashioned.
Yeah, old fashioned.
That's why I told you I made menus for Flower.
Mm.
That's like the #1 drink on his menu.
Really?
Bourbon. Don't fuck with good thing.
There you go.
A little sub-bullet.
Yeah. Well, bourbon.
I should have just made a whole menu that said bourbon, drink it straight like a man or something like that.
Yeah. I think bourbon makes a good winter drink.
Yeah, Total Wine is a good place to go for stuff you can't get in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Every time we go to that place, we at least spend $400. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then again, every time we go to our New Hampshire liquor store, we spend $400 too. So.
No, but the problem is when I go into Total Wine, I just bring a shopping cart because I don't.
Yeah, because we're not going back there.
We don't have. It's 35 minutes drive maybe.
Yeah.
But like
About a half hour.
it has everything. So the first thing I do is when I'm shopping, I look for things that we don't have in New Hampshire. Because if we have it, I can get it usually cheaper.
Right.
Not always, but usually. So I just go in with the crate and with the cart, and she's like, "Why are you bringing a cart? That means we're going to spend a lot of money." We're going to spend a lot of money. Like, it doesn't matter. Even if we just carry it with our hands, she walks out with like $100 bottle of mezcal, $100 bottle of bourbon. Like, so you can physically hold in your hand $400 worth of alcohol if every bottle is $100.
Sure.
So, but you might as well just like.
I bought a $100 bottle of rum last time. I'm like, okay, I'm curious. I have to know what a $100 bottle of rum tastes like.
What do you buy?
It was really good.
Which one?
I forget which one it was.
Bubby is in New Zealand. That's why I was asking about winter cocktails.
That's sad. I hate winter.
I like winter. I'm a winter guy.
That's Liam. Liam loves winter. He's like, oh my god, it's so hot. He already put his AC in his upstairs.
I did too yesterday. Well, he's up on the third floor.
Yeah,
too.
he is on the
Gets
third
all
floor.
the heat. I put my AC in yesterday because I was working. Or what's today?
Saturday.
Yesterday, yeah, because it was Friday. It was hot.
Yeah, it was hot Friday. It was hot Thursday too.
Like in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, Thursday I was on site, so I could
Oh yeah.
suck their AC. But
Yeah, I don't like to work in the heat. I have to code when it's hot. It's not any fun. But I can like,
no, it's bueno.
I can survive. But he's like, oh my god, when we're playing D&D, like down here,
Yeah.
it's cold down here.
Mm.
But like, you go upstairs yesterday, and it was the switch from one
was
floor to
hot,
the other
yeah,
was
you
pretty
could- Oh, yeah.
significant.
It's crazy. Like, well, when you scuba dive,
Mm.
the temperature will drop even in the water.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Even though you have your wetsuit on?
Yeah, they have these
Yeah.
things called thermoclines. That's about every 33 feet. Or like
Oh.
33 feet's a G, or how'd they go? Anyway, at almost predesignated like depths of the water, it will
You can
drop, and
Yeah.
it's an obvious drop.
Huh.
I guess he does have Hobbit stuff, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind Australia in the wintertime here. This is gonna be summer there. That'd be fine. I just don't like winter, and I just try to slow down the days during the spring because I'm like, oh, summer's coming, that's fine. But then fall comes. That's all.
I love fall.
Fall's the best.
Yeah, fall's the best.
I don't like fall because winter comes after that.
So for winter cocktails, I like heavy stuff. Like I like a whole egg nods
Yeah,
and
and stuff with Ongo.
yeah, stuff
Stuff.
stuff with it very like clovey.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
Cloves, Angostura, which has cloves.
Even a Singapore
Bourbons.
Sling.
yeah.
I drink in the winter because it's got that smoky cherry from the cherry herring.
Yeah, I could drink that in the summer though too.
Yeah.
Singapore slings are
Yeah,
good.
it's just good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we make it, I think there's a mood shift too. Like if you make a Singapore sling in the summertime with like on ice and everything, I think you just feel like
Yeah.
it's like when you go to if you go to an island and you have a daiquiri, it tastes really good, even though you know they're using shitty rum, right? And they don't know how to make cocktails, right? So they're basically making a fucking lemonade with rum, and you're like, this is the best drink ever because you're on an island and you're not working and you don't give a fuck about anything else. Mood has a lot to do with it. Where if you could make really fantastic cocktails and you're on an island and
Oh, yeah.
nothing's happening
That's
and life
really
is easy.
hot, isn't it?
What?
45 to 50, 45 to 50 degrees Celsius in winter.
In winter?
That's hot in the summer.
Yeah.
Are you doing your math right? Echo, what is 50 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Like 120.
50 degrees Celsius is 122 degrees
Dude.
Fahrenheit.
That's winter? 122 degrees? Do you live in hell?
Yeah. What kind of winter is 122 degrees Fahrenheit?
Sydney.
You can't even live in that.
No, that's summer.
That's Arizona. What are you talking about?
That's
People live in
summer.
Arizona.
That's Spain summer.
Yeah. Do they like it?
They're old people. I thought, dude,
It's a dry heat.
I've been to Arizona. I can
That's
tell
what
you
I-
what,
yeah.
Arizona, I can't. I have nothing bad to say about
it.
it.
Does matter. I mean, it's
What
still
does?
it's
Right.
still hot, but
Like,
it does make a
when
difference.
Well, the thing is, you don't see your sweat, so you don't know that you're dehydrated.
Yeah,
And 120 degrees?
Dry heat.
dry
Right.
heat.
No, but like in Arizona, if you stand in the shade, it's like 80 degrees.
Right.
If you stand out of it, it's 120 and you have an instant sunburn. Right? So that's not so bad because you can get away from it.
Right.
But, and you can go inside. But if you want to go in the pool, it's 90 degrees in there. It's like, when you jump, like my uncle lived in, he still does, live in Arizona. When we would go there as kids, you dive in the pool and you were like, you thought you were fucking in space because like there was no temperature change. Your body temperature was
The
the pool.
same as the pool.
You get in and you get out and you're like here, even when it's, what was Mimi's pool get? Maybe 76, maybe 80.
Yeah, I think in August it could
Yeah,
be
like
like
at
80,
the
85,
worst,
maybe.
it might get to 80,
Hmm.
and you're like, oh, it's not as refreshing as normal. Well, there's a difference when you get in and you're like, oh, I can't feel water.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
there's
It's
no, the
same
only reason
temperature.
you're in the pool is because you enjoy swimming. There's no refresh factor. You don't want to sit in there because then you're just gonna fucking die. And if you go just like it magnifies and you just end up with sunburn.
That is the
So-
downside to making your own drinks, Roger.
But you can appreciate a good drink.
Yeah,
when
you
go
can
out.
appreciate the good drinks, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper too if you make them at home.
Yeah.
You're like, this restaurant's charging me what for this?
What, he hates getting at a restaurant?
He said,
Oh, yeah.
I hate getting drinks in the bar or restaurant now since I make my own drinks at home.
Yeah, we don't drink much out. When we do, like with Dan and Jay or something like that, you go out with the express purpose of drinking. You kind of know you're coming home with a $300 bill,
Yeah.
right? If everybody splits it,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna get a $300 bill, which is. But you went out with the like
Right,
idea.
you were
You're drinking. You're
socializing,
socializing with
yeah.
friends. If I go to like out with the family, if it's me,
We
Jen,
never
and the
drink.
kids, unless I go to a place
Hardly
that has a
ever.
good Mai Tai,
Or the beer.
Or-
Or the
yeah,
or
beer.
The,
like
what's the place on Main Street there?
hold on.
The Oddfellows?
Oddfellows.
Thank you. Yes.
And then we come back with these things full of like beer, and then you've got like 5 beers in here.
The Growlers.
Yeah, growler.
But like I don't feel like, well, we also, when we usually buy beer, it's usually just us 2 or maybe 3 of us. So you end up
Yes.
you buy enough beer to pay for a 4th person.
Right.
But if you go out with like 6 people, you go to hibachi,
Oh yeah, forget it.
Everything's expensive now.
Yeah,
so-
everything.
you're
is-
walking out with a
everything's
$150, $170 bill.
I remember going to McDonald's when I used to work at the bar, and I'd swing by after work.
$3.99.
Yeah, I'd get a double cheeseburger and McChicken. It was $2 and something cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's
probably
like $7
$10. Yeah.
Which is why they're all closing down, because you could go anywhere else to get the same amount of money.
No,
spent on
because
food.
Five Guys is even more than that.
That's $35
But
for.
you're getting real meat as
Right.
opposed to McDonald's, which is
What is it? That's like $25 for a hamburger and fries at Five Guys.
Really?
Yeah.
I've still never been there.
I've never been there either, but both my kids work
I
there,
haven't
so.
been there.
Have you had them before? Did they
No.
bring it home or anything?
Nope.
No, I've had them because
No, they stink when they come home. Like you smell like gross. Go take a shower.
No, Five Guys is
Americans
very
have 'em.
tasty.
I'm
It's,
sure.
it's not really
I've heard.
good for you. But it all said and done, it's a hamburger. You're gonna get the calories. It's the
Their
like
fries are really
the
good.
fries, the shakes. Like people go in and they'll get like a large. The people that go in there are morbidly obese and they probably will be dead soon. But like
But
like
that's okay. There's more in the queue.
really, really, really bad. And so, but they'll go in and they'll get like a couple burgers, some fries, and a shake, a full shake. But a full shake, I think it's like 1,500 calories.
Yeah.
Just the shake.
It's more than I was eating in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is if you're on a normal diet, that is pretty much at
Yeah, you
least
get
2 or 3
500
bowls.
more calories and that's it.
Yeah. So like, and that's the shake, right? And there's a couple burgers in there, so you're looking at like 5,000 calories on a meal,
It's a lot.
Yeah.
which your body can handle. But like some of the people probably should refrain.
Yeah.
Like it's just not. There's nothing good about that. If you're a skinny, even if you're a skinny fat, you're
It's
still gonna kill
not.
you.
Yeah, it's still not good for you.
Like it's like there's those skinny dudes that go in there that have like no muscle mass.
There's a guy, Beard Meets Food. He's like a competitive eater. In Britain.
Ugh.
But don't they just throw it up or something?
No, but he's like in good shape. Like he works out. He doesn't like eat like crazy all the
If
time.
you're a competitive eater, I hope you work out a lot.
I think Joey Chestnut's not like big. All those competitive eaters aren't big guys.
No, they're not.
No.
No.
But anyway, he's a big fan of Five Guys shakes. He says, I think it's peanut butter and bacon. He
Yeah.
gets. He says it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
It's got real bacon in it.
Yeah, it's good.
That's disgusting.
Sounds good to me. Huh?
It's smoky.
I'd probably get that if I ever go to Five Guys. Like, I get a peanut butter bacon shake.
They get a lot of those. Like that's I think a pretty popular one.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
they had one go like viral on TikTok, some specialty thing, and so everybody came in looking for that. Brad was like,
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's it's not a really healthy alternative.
Right.
But if you're going to Five Guys, it's
It's
just
not your priority.
no.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised by like the.
But I mean, you can go once. It's the once.
No, I know it's.
Once.
But
It's
when I
not
used to
the,
have to
you
pick
know, it's the
Liam
ones
up,
that go all the time.
when I would pick Liam up, when he was working there
Yeah,
before he
you
had a
would
car,
see
you
heavy.
just sit there waiting for like 10 minutes for him to get out, maybe sometimes longer if they weren't letting him off his shift. And the people are walking in there like it's like beyond ironic. Like it's not good. Like you're like you should know that this is going to fucking kill you. Maybe
They
today.
don't care. So,
Like they
Well, they had
can't
the Heart
get.
Attack Grill in Vegas, right?
yeah,
You know that?
no, but
If you're over 300 pounds or something,
Oh, you get free or something.
oh really?
They have
What?
a big scale out there. When you
Oh,
go in, they
God.
dress you up in a hospital gown. The whole theme is this food's gonna kill you.
Oh, okay then.
That's not good. It's not really it's not a really solid solution. But like it's funny that you see the clientele go in there and you're like you feel bad.
Yeah, you're
Like-
like, you really shouldn't go in there.
Like I'm not eating there because I want to. Like I don't eat at Burger King or McDonald's or any of those places because I like Big Macs.
They're
Like
good.
they're good. They're much
They're
smaller
addictive.
than they used to
I
be.
don't know,
when
but
we
they
were
make you like your stomach.
Yeah, you don't feel good
horrible.
after, but whatever.
Well,
That's
especially if
later.
you don't eat them very often.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I know. Like the longer you go without it,
Yeah.
The
less
harder
It
it
just
is
like
on your
sits
body.
on your stomach.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not good. And then yeah, there's nothing good about it, but like they're tasty. Like the chicken sandwiches at Burger King, so I just don't go.
Molly
You guys
Schuler,
heard
she's breast.
What is it?
No idea.
I don't even know what the sentence means.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
Schuyler? I don't know. I can't pronounce it.
Maybe she has big boobs.
Maybe.
Or
Or one.
Maybe. Maybe she's
She's
just
just
thinking
breast.
Yeah.
One.
Could be. Could be.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
We're all done here.
Gotta go get an hour D4 and full bedtime.
Ian's gonna go play Diablo 4 for a few hours, like everybody else at my company.
Is
that's
it
doing
online
something.
or is it just single player? Is it
Oh yeah, so it's
It-
online.
online?
I will see you guys
Oh, that's cool.
in the next one. Probably July, middle
is
of
it just
July.
Windows or do they have a Mac version?
They have console. They have PC and they have console. So it's on Xbox. It's on PS5.
So it's just Windows.
Well, it's through Steam, so maybe there's a Mac version. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where's my cursor?
I'll have to look. That's all you guys have. You just have Macs now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Mac.